2 outs. Yoan Moncada is up to bat. Logan O'Hoppe led off with a single. Ultimately, all right, okay. Usually I don't take calls in the beginning, but guys, give it up for my friend, Buffalo Bill. Brother, what up?
What's up?
Bill, it's so good to hear from you. Happy draft week, Buffalo Bill.
I know, right?
I know, right? Are you excited about the draft or what?
I am.
Whoa. You okay? Are you locked in on anything going on with the Bills, dude? Are they drafting someone heavy for you up front, like an O lineman or something for Josh Allen?
I'm hoping Casey Concepcion.
Okay, tell me about this guy.
Casey Concepcion is probably one of the best prospects in the draft. He's a great separator. He's a great separator, and we need a younger receiver for Josh.
You got DJ Moore, and then you want to add a KJ to a DJ already? You're going double J's?
I guess so.
Bro, unbelievable stuff. My friend Buffalo Bill is also a Laker fan. What do you think about the Lakers going up 2-0 on the Houston Rockets, Bill?
It's great. I think we can. If Luke Kennard somehow drops over 20 again, I think we could sweep them.
Wow. You just need a 20-point game out of Luke Kennard. I think if we had a 22 out of him and then like a 24 from Marcus Smart with maybe 7 assists, I think there's no shot that Kevin Durant can beat the Lakers with the current iteration that the roster is. Do you think this is more like a LeBron being great thing, or is it J.J. Redick being a good coach?
I think it's both. LeBron. I think you said LeBron, right?
He's still LeBron.
Okay. I think LeBron is probably going to trying to go back on that 2018 run that he had with the Cavs and at least try to win the series and improve his legacy.
Bill, I couldn't have said it better myself. You are the absolute man, Bill. Are you going to be hanging out a little bit during the stream today?
Yeah.
Beast. Can't wait to see you in here, and we'll see you again tomorrow, obviously, when we do the draft at night. So we'll be live. But, Bill, thanks for calling in, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
Go Sabres.
Go Sabres. Yes, sir. Thank you, Bill. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Peace out. My guy, Buffalo Bill, rocking hard with the Buffalo Sabres. That's his hockey team. I almost said football. But the team in Buffalo that plays football, I don't know if you guys know this, it's the Buffalo Bills. Hey, yo. Oreo the Cat. We need to recap CJ McCollum. Oreo the Cat's having a rough day because his Spurs ultimately did lose last night. I think we just might as well get right into it, bro. Should we just jump in to what we have for today's show? You are listening to Take Back with Zach. I am that Zach. Today's Wednesday, April 22nd. This is TBWZ Widescreen Radio. You are listening to Take Back with Zach, where we cover the hottest topics in the sporting worlds, including deep dives into the greatest teams to ever exist. The Lakers, the Chargers, and the Anaheim Angels, who are up 1-0 right now in the top of the 4th inning. Jose Soriano pitching a great game per usual. We cover all of those teams as well as all of the news from around the world of sports. This show is available everywhere that you get your podcasts. Wink, wink. And the video is available on YouTube. If you want to see my face, for whatever reason, you're like, hey, I've been hearing this guy talk. I need to see his face now. Here I am on YouTube.com. This is the first hour of a 4-hour live show that we do on Twitch and YouTube. So if you like this, you're going to love the full show. Tune in Monday and Wednesday and Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. And then I'm doing NBA post-game shows every night of the NBA postseason game. So if you find yourself watching basketball, just know that TBWZ is going to be live shortly after that. On today's show, we're going to be covering the NBA playoff games, the Victor Wembanyama injury. We're going to be talking about the ABS system review, as it's been 30 days since ABS has dropped, and I am a big fan, and much, much more. But before we do that, we begin this show the same way every single day, every single time, without fail, as you know, because you guys absolutely are big weenies. I almost said big hole. Big ol' weenies. Weenies. Love you guys. This show starts with the verse of the day. Today's verse of the day comes from Romans chapter 1, focusing on verses 19 through 21. They know the truth about God because he made it obvious to them. For ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and sky. through everything God made, they can clearly see his invisible qualities. He's eternal power and divine nature. So they have no excuse for not knowing God. See the earth and the sky, brother? Hey, yesterday we had one of the most beautiful skies of all time. They were talking about it on the Angels broadcast, how beautiful the cotton candy sky was, hovering over Anaheim and Southern California in general. Brother, if you could see the beauty, dog, you know exactly what you are looking at. In addition to the verse of the day, we also do the movie of the day. Today's movie of the day is a classic. I love it. It's called The Lion King. And it is The Lion King, by the way. It's not just Lion King. I'm not going full boomer and adding a the. Little hit up the middle doesn't matter, though, for the Angels. Double play. Jose Soriano, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Jose Soriano has 61 pitches so far through 3 2/3. Experience the power and the majesty that is The Lion King. With its unforgettable story, Academy Award-winning music, breathtaking animation, and beloved characters, you'll be inspired by the tale of Simba, the feisty lion cub who just can't wait to be king. And I just can't wait to be king. Amen. Bro said amen, holy crap, my bad. And his journey to claim his place in the circle of life. Now in this dazzling two-disc special edition, there is more to see than has ever been seen. With an all-new song never before seen. Animation, plus specially created bonus features and that transport you into the world of the Lion King. Shout out to the Lion King. Let's watch it all together. One for all. One of the greatest cold opens in movie history is The Lion King. If we want to talk cold opens, so fellas who don't know what a cold open is, a cold open is basically before the title hits. There's usually like a scene in the movie, and then it's like, it sets it all up. It opens the movie, and then boom, title, and we're like, all right, here we go. What a good cold open does is typically establish the antagonist. You either establish the antagonist, you establish the ordinary world, or you give us some sort of hook, as Varsho gets a 2-out hit, that brings us into the world that you are creating as the director. A great example of this, Inglourious Basterds, filmed by Quentin Tarantino. The cold open is a 14-minute scene in which our antagonist, our villain, if you will, shows his true colors. It sets up the world. It sets up the cinematography style. It sets up a true villain that we hate with vitriol. It just brings us into the world of World War II in such a beautiful way. Inglourious Basterds, great cold open. Lion King is another one, in case you were wondering. We can talk about Lion King, we can talk about movies all day, but this show loves ball. And brother, did we get some great basketball last night and the night before. Every single series in round 1 is tied up 1-1, except for Lakers and Rockets. Lakers, of course, are up 2-0. The other ones are the Thunder and Suns and the Pistons and Magic, but those two teams do play tonight. There is a chance that one of the 8 matchups is a 2-0 lead. That's crazy. This is best reader of all time. Thank you. This is something that I have a headache, a really bad headache right now, by the way, also. So if you're like, hey, why does Vini suck today? That's why. Give me love. Kazuma Okamoto is up to bat right now. There was great basketball being played last night. But of course, I want to start with Portland and San Antonio as Portland took down the number 2 seeded Spurs 106-103. Same low key. Great minds, brother. Connected at the hip. Me and Oreo are brothers from another. Also, we have no Tony Casillas today, so we're going to be rolling straight to the 2 p.m. hour, and then we're going to be talking ball and taking calls on TikTokLive.com with all of us. Portland steals game 2 in San Antonio. Angels get out of the inning. As this series is knotted up at 1 apiece heading back to Oregon. But the big loss here for San Antonio is not the game itself. It's that Big Vic, the Frenchman himself, the slender croissant, goes down Hard, brother.
Bruh.
Landed on his face so hard, I thought his face was going to stay there. I thought they were going to have to peel him off the floor. His face hit the floor so hard. And it wasn't even just on the one time. It was a hit on right on the jaw, right on the chin, boom, bounces off and then hits on the cheek. Dog, it looked like a redwood tree going down in the middle of a forest, bro. You know what they say? Yeah, sorry for your loss, Oreo. Nico, I'm just so glad you're here, dog. Welcome to the show. You know how they say the bigger you are, the harder you fall? I didn't understand that until I saw Victor Wembanyama go down last night because, yes, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. It was a very weird play. Victor basically had the ball inside of the paint. He Euro-stepped and then was going to spin backwards from his right to his left, I guess, into the defender, which was Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was like, I'm good on all this. I'm good on all this. And so Drew just like backed away from the play. Victor Wembanyama had his back to Drew Holiday when this happened. And so he spun into what he thought was going to be a human, but there was nobody there. It was almost like the chair got pulled out from underneath Victor Wembanyama, as when he spun, no one was standing there to catch any of his impact. He fell just straight on his face. Me personally, I'm not saying I'm a better athlete than Victor Wembanyama. I'm not saying that at all. But if I were him, I would have used my arms to brace myself instead of my face. That's my only note for Victor Wembanyama. Maybe use your arms to brace yourself. His arms are so dang skinny, though. My arm, he is a foot and a half taller than me, and my arms are so much more jacked than him because I'm a man and he's French. I thought the only good thing that could happen from this entire thing is Victor Wembanyama hit his head so hard that the French left his body. That he's no longer French anymore. It'd be so sick if he like came out of like unconsciousness and was just like, oh, get me a Budweiser. It'd be funny too if he became Mexican. Goodbye, Nolan Shotwell, solo shot. Angels are up 2-0. Let's go Halos. If I was Victor Wembanyama, I would have used my arms to brace the fall, but his arms probably would have snapped in half because he's so French. I've never seen dude, he's so skinny. Bro, he is so skinny. I said it all season. I know that the Spurs have the talent to win a title. I just worried about Victor Wembanyama's, what's it called? My head hurts. Pablo Wembanyama. I worried about his durability. He's so French, guys. I cannot stop saying that. He's French. I don't know if you've met a French person before, okay? Not the toughest group out there. If I had to select 4 men to go to battle with me, and 4 of them were imps, and 1 was French, I'd probably choose the 4 imps over the Frenchmen, because I know at least they would fight hard, and they have a good low center of gravity, which I think is important in a fight. And I'm saying imps because I'm watching Game of Thrones. I'm in season 3. I'm so excited for the wildlings to climb the wall. That's a completely different story. Let's stick to sports, said Vini. Victor Wembanyama has now officially entered concussion protocol, which I did some research for us so we know exactly what concussion protocol looks like in the NBA, because we do know slight bit of what it looks like in the NFL, but what does it look like in the NBA? It's essentially for the next 48 hours from the time of the injury, which was last night around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Closer to like 6 p.m. Pacific time. 48 hours, no participation in any sort of basketball activity. Whether it's on the court or off the court, there is no participation for Victor Wembanyama for the next 48 hours. Game 3 would not fall underneath that because Game 3 is on Friday. He has to have no concussion symptoms before he can get cleared to play. That's the very, very, very tough one for me. I had a concussion my junior year playing football that knocked me out for the entire season. I hit my head so hard I had a stutter. Sometimes I feel like I still have residual effect of the concussion to this day. It's why I am the way that I am. Oh, dude, if I never hit my head that hard, I would have never been this silly, goofy guy in doing sports radio. I would have played quarterback in the NFL. He's going to be symptoms 100%. The opposite. He's not going to be. He's going to be 100% symptoms. I have a unique credibility with the concussion world because I've hit my head so many times. I have CTE. Congratulations. One in, it's like Vini has gone on a rampage. I don't even want to talk about that. Breaking news: Zeke Vini has rolled his car. Zeke Vini has gone full Tiger. Hoppy advances on the pass ball. The concussion symptoms they vary. Obviously, the first one and foremost is headache, right? There's some residual effects that could happen depending on where you hit your head and where the bruising occurs on the brain, because concussion is basically a bruise on the brain. So because I got hit from here by the defender, my head actually hit the ground the hardest. And so I suffered speech pattern issues because that's in the this hemisphere of your brain, the western hemisphere of the frontal lobe of your brain. This is where the speech is. What up, Adam? This is where all the speech is. So that's why when I hit my head here, I wasn't able to talk. I had to stutter like that. It was horrible. It was so bad. My teachers didn't believe me. Also, I had straight A's. I had a 3.9 GPA before that semester. My teachers didn't believe me. Everyone thought I was faking it. They still made me take the tests, even though I couldn't read. It hurt my head so bad and I couldn't speak at all. Still made me take all the tests. I ended up getting like a 2.9 that semester. My GPA dropped all the way to a 3.4, and all the schools that I were looking for were out the window. It changed my life drastically. Western hemisphere of your brain. We're getting big brain knowledge on this show right now with TBWZ. Oh my gosh, maybe the stutter never went away. Some concussion symptoms include sensitivity to light, headaches, obviously, irritability, mood swings. There are more mental health issues than physical issues with a concussion. Some unbeknownst to the man even dealing with it, right? If Victor Wembanyama is feeling a slight headache, if he is feeling sensitivity to light or to loud noises, these are all things that can heighten the concussion. So those are the symptoms. Yes, my brain is smooth. Those are the symptoms that they're talking about. So before he can return to any basketball activity at all, he needs to be symptom free, which those are so fickle of symptoms. It's not like, oh, I can see the bruise. Once the bruise goes away, I'm good to play. It's like, no, hey, how's your appetite? There's so many things that can be affected by the concussion. So until he is symptom free, he will not be able to return. Once he is symptom free, he then has to pass all of his benchmark testing. What does that mean? At the beginning of the year, the concussion tests that you take, if you ever played high school football, you've taken these as well, brother. And if you have played high school football, shout out to you. If you're not yet in high school and you're debating it, just play football. It's awesome. It's the best thing you could possibly do. Because when you're 45 years old and your kids are like, Dad, you're lame. And you're like, really? Because I played football. They're going to be like, oh, Dad's sick. That's all that matters. Chicks love it too, kind of. If you're good. If you're bad, it's still fun. Yes, sir, it's so fun. Go Nico. Play high school football. But before you start the season, they make you take a test where they basically show you a bunch of like random shapes and some numbers and a couple of math things and some word questions. I don't even know. I haven't taken a test in so long. It's basically an intelligence test, like a very slight IQ test. Like, hey, here's 4 images. What's the difference? Hey, do you remember those 3 pictures that we showed you at the beginning of the test? Remember them. And you basically take this SMART test. My head hurts. And you get a score. For instance, my score at the beginning of the year was 30. So when they give you when you get a concussion, and what they do to measure if you're ready to play or not, they have you retake the test. So you have your completely sober, concussion-free benchmark that you take at the beginning of the year. And then later, Nico, see you in a bit, bro. Once you have the concussion, they make you retake that test to see where you are. So I had a 30 at the beginning of the year. When I took my first test post-concussion, I got a 6. Just goes to show how bad I was. So until Victor Wembanyama is symptom-free, and until he passes all of those benchmark tests, he will not be returning to basketball activity. This is also an organization that is very, very conservative when it comes to injuries. In 2006, Tim Duncan had a partial meniscus tear going into the playoffs. This was a team that was looking to repeat after 2005. He hurt his knee going into the playoffs like a week left before the playoffs started. The thought was he'd be able to play through the partial tear. The Spurs, before the playoffs even started, sat Tim Duncan for the entire playoffs. They said, no, we're not even going to mess with this. This is a very conservative organization. We've already seen them be conservative with Wemby. Do I think they're going to force him to sit out the entire playoffs? No, absolutely. I do, though, however, think there's a pretty good shot they don't let him play the rest of this series. Now, the question, of course, is, can the Spurs win without Wemby? I know you're asking it because I was asking it, and now it's time for us to answer it. If you guys are active in the chat, I will be reading those off. If you want to let me know if you think the Spurs can win without Wemby. The answer for this series is absolutely. Victor played most of the season. I know. He was very, very good with this team. This team was centered around him. But I never once thought that this Spurs team couldn't win without Victor Wembanyama because of the team basketball aspect to the San Antonio Spurs game. It'd be against T-Wolves or Nuggets, which can still best Portland in 7. If Wemby doesn't come back for round 2, we're cooked. But in 7 and first round, I think you guys can get it. And that's kind of my notes as well. Victor, the playoffs are just a different animal. I know that. And Portland has stepped up their game. And we've seen a Portland team, guys like Scoot Henderson, guys that are coming out of the woodworks for this Portland team and playing good basketball, especially what we saw last night. We'll get into the finer notes of that game in just a second. But do I think that the Spurs can win without Wemby this series? Absolutely. Absolutely they can beat this Portland team. De'Aaron Fox is still a baller. Vassell and Castle, they've been great, especially on the defensive side as Jimenez gets a hit, top of the 5th. Runner on first, no outs for the Blue Jays. It's the 2-0 Angels lead. Clingan had a great game before Victor Wembanyama went out. And then Victor Wembanyama goes out and Clingan disappears. Time Lord had a good game in this one. Denny Advia is obviously an all-star. Like I said, Jeremy Grant and Drew Holiday have stepped up when it matters. And they did against the Suns in the play-in tournament. Portland is still a very good team. But I do think that the Spurs have enough firepower and are coached well enough to win this series without Victor. Now, next series, if they're going up against Minnesota or the Nuggets, I'd give them a better shot against Minnesota personally. But ultimately, without Victor, they cannot advance. It all just depends on what version of Victor do we get when he does come back. Vassell looked like me if I got subbed into an NBA game last night. Yeah, he did not look good. Steph Cass also completely disappeared in the game. Vassell had an okay day. J.D. Walker calling into the show. We'll take calls after the power hour, brother. Unless I run out of things to say. The funny part for me in this game was San Antonio completely choked this game. And I'd be remiss to let us forget that. They had a 14-point lead with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. In the game, they only scored 2 points in the last 3 minutes of the game. With 3:37 left on the clock, they scored their 101st point. They finished the game with 103. Those last 2 points that they scored in the last 3 minutes of the game, those were when Portland was intentionally fouling them when they were up 3. The Spurs choked this game. It should be 2-0. With or without Victor Wembanyama, they should be up 2-0 in this series. But ultimately, they just ran out of gas. Portland kind of just hung around the entire game. They were just kind of there. They honestly played a better game when Wembanyama was on the floor. Not going to lie. It took them a while to adjust their game plan back to we could get into the paint. When Vic was in, they were 3 for 12 from the paint. And then after that, I think they were 13 of 17. But there was a minute there where they were still playing their game plan as if Victor Wembanyama was it. Clingan was struggling. They brought in Time Lord. Time Lord finished the game for them. He played awesome. Scoot Henderson. He had 31 points in this game and has proven why he should have been the number 1 overall pick in 2023 over Victor Wembanyama. It's a Scoot Henderson revenge tour. My favorite part is he was insanely efficient scoring, okay? He's 11 for 17 from the floor, 5 for 9 from 3. But the dude only had 1 rebound and 0 assists. Scoot Henderson was like, give me the rock, I'm going to score it. Anything else, though? Nah, I'm good on that. Scoot Henderson just said, give me the ball, I'm going to score. And boy, oh boy, did he. He was awesome in this game for Portland. Bro should have not been the number 1 pick. I don't know, bro. If Victor Wembanyama's career ends, I don't even want to say that. Time Lord showed up late in this one and was and got all of the run at the big spot with Clingan struggling down the stretch. Clingan was not very good down the stretch. He was much better when Wemby was in. He struggled with Luke Cornett. Hey, Luke Cornett, bro. I'm not sitting here and saying Luke Cornett is like someone who I'd like. Luke Cornett came in and did his job last night. He came in for the Spurs and was like, let's go. He low-key kind of put the team on his back. Runner on second, 0-2 count, 1 out. Soriano gets a pop-up, shallow center field. No tag from Jimenez. Just kidding, he is tagging. And he's safe at third. I think he was just ready for Victor the whole time. Klingon was. And when he went out, the game plan was like, he didn't know how to adjust. So I'm excited to see what Thiago Splitter does with this team with 2 days off in between and a full game plan, prepping for them not to have Victor. The unanimous depoy, if you will. Denny was super passive in this game, and he really just got clamped on the perimeter. I thought that's where Vassell stepped up most, was guarding Denny. And if he's going to take time off offensively, but like guard really well on defense, you take that 10 times out of 10. Denny is not going to have a game like he did last night another time in this series. I think Denny Advia is the best scorer that we have in this series, pure scorer right now. Give me the ball, I'm going to put it in the hoop type guy. And he's going to go out and get his no matter what. I'm excited to see where this series goes. We will be watching together on Friday. The game of the day for me, though. The Los Angeles Lakers have taken a 2-0 lead on the Houston Rockets. Remember when everyone was saying the Rockets were going to sweep? And when we open up the phone lines and go live on TikTok, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of those Rocket fans hopping into the chat being like, hey, bro, I guess I was wrong. No, they won't admit to that. Of course not. I have a little stat for you guys before we keep going on this show, though. Since 1995, the top 5 organizations in the NBA in playoff victories are the Celtics at 5 with 158, the Heat at 4 with 161 wins, the Lakers are at 3 with 173 wins, the Spurs are at 2 with 184, and LeBron James is on his own at number 1 with 187 victories in the playoffs since 1995. Oh, that's a little bit of a rhetorical trick. Oh, he only has 2 more than the Spurs. The Spurs had an 8-year head start on LeBron, and he still has more playoff victories than any other organization in the league. Since 1995, the sole entity in the NBA with the most playoff victories is not a team. It's not an organization. It's LeBron freaking James. Paprika. That stat rules, dude. O'Neal Cruz went yard again today. He's having an unbelievable start to the season, O'Neal Cruz. The Mets lost again last night. Their losing streak is now at 12. LeBron is 24-0 when his team goes up 2-0 in a series. Chicken wing. Carolers sing. All hail the king. Lakers in 5, brother. LeBron had 28, 8, and 7 in this game, and it was probably the most pressure-filled game of his entire career. What? Bro, he's played in finals before. He's down 3-1. You thought last night was the most pressure LeBron's ever faced? Yes, because before the game, a report dropped of the team meeting they had 2 Saturdays ago when they found out that Luka and Austin Reeves were out. According to reports, something shifted in LeBron that night, and he took back over as the leader of the team. If he went out last night and lost that game to the Houston Rockets after the report came out about him having like a private meeting with the team, boy, oh boy, would have he gotten flamed alive by me and everyone in the meeting. Oh, how was that special meeting go for you, LeBron? I didn't mean to do that. He would have been absolutely destroyed by the media, but he is not today. He is hailed as the king. Bro, the Jordan people are slowly just backing into the bush like Homer Simpson was. Where are the Jordan people? Come at me, please. My comments have been so boring recently because none of you are able to actually say without a shadow of a doubt that Jordan is better than LeBron James. It's crazy. Please, find it within your heart to come back at me. I need someone to challenge me. Marcus Smart had 25 points in this game. Most impressively, though, he had 5 steals and a block in this game. Marcus Smart was unbelievable on the defensive side of the ball. Mike Trout is up to bat, bottom of the 5th, 1-2 count. Mike Trout has 7 home runs in the season so far, 934 OPS. He's hitting the ball hard. As a team, the Lakers had 11 steals. As defensively, they had Houston in a vice grip all night, and especially in the third quarter when the Lakers took over this game. The Rockets were 24% from three compared to the Lakers being 46% from three. And it really never felt like that team in Houston ever really had a chance in this one. This is a game, too, the Lakers typically lose. They had 6 points from their bench in this game, and they only put up 101 as a team. 101 doesn't usually get you a win in the NBA. But when you hold the other team down to 93, all bets are off, dog. All bets are off. And now we're 2-0 headed back to Houston. I haven't seen the Lakers defense take over a series, or I haven't seen them take over a game like they did last night all season long. Is it a result of what LeBron is doing? Yeah, sure, of course. But it's also Marcus Smart stepping up. It's Jared Vanderbilt playing good defense. Ultimately, though, for me, it's J.J. Redick, dude. J.J. Redick has been unbelievable coaching for the Los Angeles Lakers. Since he took the job in L.A., after the whole situation with Dan Hurley, if you remember that one, the Lakers offered Dan Hurley like a 10-year, $100 million contract or something crazy like that, like $10 million a year. And that whole thing fell through. Thank God. All Lakers fans who are mad at that, oh, we should have gotten Dan Hurley. Dude, we're so stoked now because we have J.J. Redick. Since that whole thing went down, he's had back-to-back 50-win seasons. He's convinced LeBron James, the best player to ever do it, to change his game. He's gotten Luka Doncic to lose 30 pounds, unlocked Austin Reeves. He's put this team in a position to win every single night. And Mike Trout just went yard for the 8th time this season. Woo! 428-foot home run for Sir Mike Trout. Knight him. He's the king of Anaheim. Brother, it's 3-0 right now. Angels are on top of the former American League champion of last season, the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, Canada. More like oh, Canada. Sorry, I'll stop. I'm sorry. J.J. Redick has convinced LeBron James, the best player of all time, to completely change his game and be the third option for a Lakers team. He got Luka Doncic to lose 30 pounds in the offseason. He turned Austin Reeves into a really, really solid role player to an all-star, and he's put the team in position every single night to be successful. And none was more evident than last night with what he was able to do to lock down Kevin Durant and ultimately lock down the entire Rockets team. The adjustments in this game, the adjustments to the rotation, it was all world-class from J.J. Redick. I just wanted to give JJ his flowers and let him know that everyone here over at TBWZ absolutely loves JJ Redick. And brother, you are welcome on the show whenever you want. You have an open invitation to join the show. Cut that out of the YouTube video. What part? The Mike Trout part? I don't edit the YouTube videos. Maybe I should. Oh, I almost thought I wasn't recording. Woo! That would have been bad if I wasn't recording. I got to clip the JJ Redick stuff. The Canabra. Oh, yeah, that was bad. Oh, Canabra. Got to clip that JJ part and give that man his flowers. As much as I want to give JJ Redick his flowers and the Lakers team and LeBron James and Marcus Smart and all those dudes, I also got to say I'm incredibly disappointed by what I saw from Ime Udoka and from Kevin Durant. It's a team that is so tired of playing basketball with each other. It could not be more evident that this team actually hates each other. Durant had 11 points in the first quarter. He looked poised to have a vintage performance. I thought we were going to get LeBron versus KD. I thought they were both going to go off for 30. I thought they were going to be trading shots back and forth, guarding each other, not being able to stop each other from scoring. I really thought that's the game we were going to get. But ultimately, he had 12 points the remainder of the game. He went 7 for 12 from the field. Incredibly efficient basketball game. But 12 shots is crazy, bro. Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, and Tari Eason all had more shot attempts in this game than Kevin Durant did. That should never happen. Playoff game, regular season game, preseason game. NBA Cup game, Lakers in 5. That should never happen. Kevin Durant's the greatest scorer of all time in a lot of people's eyes. You only had 12 shots in a playoff game. You're already down 1-0. Getting that game would have really helped your team out. And you only put the ball up 12 times. You're the guy over there. You watch what happens When KD gets the ball, the entire Rockets offense just stops. They all stare at him. And I'm just like, all right. Oh, KD's getting doubled. What should I do? Just stand exactly where I am. And that's on Ime Udoka. They were doubling KD pretty much right off the jump. And the reason I think he had 11 early on is because they were getting through the double very, very, very easily. Because it was a very quick double from Los Angeles. Right when KD got the ball, it's a quick double. They double him right away. And he was able to dish it off and find people, and guys were able to score. In the second half of the game, starting in the second quarter, actually, instead of doing a very quick double team, it was a very slow team to double. So Kevin Durant would get the ball. Slowly, that help would come. And so it would give him less time to kind of think about where to go with the ball. And it wasn't necessarily on him. It was the team around him just was not adjusting at all. And Ime Udoka had no answers for what they were throwing at KD and the Rockets' offense. We all know. What am I going to say? We all knew KD was going to be able to put up. Also, Kevin Durant had 9 turnovers in this game. It wasn't like he was out for a month and was like trying to get back into basketball shape. No, he played the last game of the regular season. He missed 1 game. He's been out for what? A week? Resting for a week. He's missed 1 game. It's not like he was out of rhythm and like needed to like get back into basketball shape, and that's why he had 9 turnovers. He was just careless with the ball. The reason he only had 12 shot attempts is not because he wasn't shooting and not being aggressive. It's because he was turning it over all the time. The whole game, I was so disappointed in Alperen Sengun. That guy stinks. Jabari Smith Jr. stinks. This Rockets team just sucks in general. So much of this is because of the KDF files, in my opinion. If you remember at the All-Star break, the KD burner stuff dropped, and it became very clear that Kevin Durant kind of hates this team and hates the Rockets. And it's like the Rockets hate each other. It's very funny to watch. They don't like each other. Reed Shepherd is afraid to shoot. He's afraid to play basketball. They're all afraid of messing up in front of Kevin Durant because he's not a good guy to be around, I guess, according to them. He's scary. He says mean things about them. Dude, they're all just soft. KD's an actual man. You guys are all soft. This Rockets organization, this team, it will not be able to recover. They will not be able to recover from a 2-0 deficit. I don't even know what they're going to look like next year, dude. There is such a chemistry issue with this team. It's not a physical play issue. Ime Udoka is not coaching well, I'll give him that. But there's not an issue with the team roster-wise or basketball-wise. The issue with the team is chemistry and care and the locker room. And that's all on Kevin Durant. I don't think having Fred VanVleet in the lineup next year is going to fix these things. He called Jabari Smith Jr. retarded. The other game that we got last night, and I hate to call it the other game because this was a premier playoff basketball game, was Philadelphia and Boston. Philadelphia took it to the Celtics and won 111-97. Can I just say, even in the loss, Mitch Johnson was coaching well. He had a 14-point lead with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You only scored 2 baskets in the last 3 minutes, 37 seconds. He didn't make the right adjustments when it mattered most. Not to be outdone, the Celtics shot like an NJB. Not to be outdone, what? Terrible transition there. The Celtics lost by 14 last night to Philly in Boston, which was hilarious because I love watching Boston lose. They shot like an NJB team last night. They got their bag completely stolen by VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. Before we just talk crap on the Celtics, which I cannot wait to do, VJ Edgecombe absolutely showed up in this game, dude. He had 30 points, 10 boards, along with a couple of steals. The last rookie to have those numbers in a playoff game was Tim Duncan in 1998. Rarefied air that VJ Edgecombe finds himself in. Holy crap. 1998 was 26 years ago? Long time. 26 years. Dang-o. The Celtics just seemed to be asleep at the wheel the entire game. As a team, they were 13 of 50, which is 26% from 3, which if you don't know ball, that absolutely stinks. It was the second most missed shots in Celtics playoff history last night. They missed 37 three-point shots. Most teams are not even taking 37 three-point shots. The Celtics missed 37 three-point shots. This is twofold, right? Someone was asking the other day, like, is this game indicative of like an issue for the Boston Celtics. Do I think deep down that this game means that maybe the Celtics are not 28? Man, I have a headache. 28? That makes sense, I guess. I was born in 96. I'm going to be 30 in 2 months. Right? Yeah, July 18th. Mark your calendars. July 18th, Vini's birthday. Are we going to be live on my birthday? Can you look that up, Oreo? First pitcher in MLB history to allow 1 or fewer runs in the first 6 starts of his season, Jose Soriano. What an absolute thug. What a beast. He's the best pitcher in baseball. As Zephyr joins the game on the bump for the Halos, he has a 3-0 lead. He has a 6.1 ERA in 10 innings in 7 games pitched so far this season. He absolutely stinks. He's a fire starter. And Vladdy Guerrero flies out. That's a good start for Zephyr. The one worry I had about the Celtics this entire season and what I saw from the postseason of them the past couple of years is sometimes they just fall in love with a three-point shot. And when it's not falling, their analytics guys, those like nerdy Asian dudes from Harvard that are sitting behind the freak Joe Mazzulla, they're like, hey, analytics say the shot's about going to fall, right? So let's just keep shooting. They fall in love with the three-point shot even when it's not falling. There was no adjustment in this game to be like, all right, hey, the shot's not falling. Can we get something going inside the paint? Keita did not show up. Vooch did not show up in this game. They had no presence inside. Bona and Drummond absolutely destroyed the Celtics in the front court. Obviously, VJ Edgecombe was going off in this game, but you had no help for the Celtics from Derek White, from Peyton Pritchard, from Shireman, from Sam Hauser, from Keita. No one on this team was helping out Tatum and Brown. It was a bad shooting night all around, yes, but those guys still showed up. Tatum had 19, Brown had 36. No other Celtic had double digits. This team just didn't show up, dude. If there was not a star issue, there was an issue with everybody else in green. And an issue with Joe Mazzulla not adjusting the game plan. What up, Zach? Every quarter, the Celtics scored less and less and less. The numbers just went down and down and down and down until a 20-point fourth quarter sealed it for the team. This thing is not over, right? The series is not over. I think Philly has a chance. Ultimately, though, Boston still has this, man. Boston is not going to have a bad shooting like that again in this series. They're not going to miss 37 three-pointers again in this series. I'm not nervous for Boston losing this thing to Philadelphia. I am nervous, though, about the idea of them missing 37 shots in a game and not adjusting the game plan. It felt like they wanted to go in and shoot a bunch of threes and played good defense, which they did. They held Philly to 111. The defense showed up. I like that about the Celtics a lot, that even when the shot's not falling offensively, they're still going to step up on defense. Because you get a lot of teams that like, hey, we're not scoring buckets. They kind of just like slump and they're like, man, we lost, we stink. But not this Celtics team. They still played great defense. Oh, wow. The hitter for the Blue Jays, Sanchez, swung and missed on a curveball that ended up going into the back of the batter's box and hitting him on the foot. So Zephyr just got a strikeout on a hit by pitch. That's awesome. I absolutely love that. Oh, Hoppy's challenging the strike call. That's a great transition for us getting into the OBS discussion that I wanted to have today. And Logan O'Hoppy is correct on that. What do you think the score will be tonight in Game 2 of the Oilers-Ducks series? I have no clue, brother. No idea. That'd be sick if I could just know everything. Speaking of hockey, let's do a live look-in at some of the hockey results from around the league. Because I would be saying this is the second time I've said this. I'd be remiss not to mention the beautiful sport that we do call hockey. And as much as I am locked in on basketball, I'm not able to watch as many of the hockey games. I still would like to keep up with what's going on. So let's do that all together. Everybody now, all together now. In the Western Conference over here on the left side of your screen, Colorado is taking a 2-0 lead over the Kings. This series is going back to Los Angeles for a game tomorrow. The Stars and Wild series is knotted up at 1 apiece. This series is unbelievable. The Wild stole a game on the road in Game 1, heading back to Minnesota. Brother, this thing's going to be an absolute barn burner. We got a game at 6:30 p.m. tonight. That is going to be the game of the night. The Golden Knights and the Mammoth are knotted up at 1 apiece as Utah got their very first win as an organization in the playoffs last night against the Golden Knights. That series is tied up 1-1. Edmonton and Oilers, only one game in. Oilers are up 1-0. My friend Zach from North Dakota asked me to predict the score. I'll predict it right now. 4-3 Anaheim Ducks. Sabres and Bruins is tied at 1 apiece. With this thing going back to Boston now. The Lightning and the Canadiens are tied at 1 apiece. The Hurricane and the Senators. Carolina looks really, really good in this one. They're up 2-0. And Philly also looks good in this one. They are up 2-0 over the Flyers. Don't show the Penguin series. This is good for you. The Penguinos. Penguins are up 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wow. Oops. The Flyers are up 2-0 in this series. I'm sorry, that was an error on me. The Flyers are up 2-0. They won both the games in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh looked absolutely sorry in both those games. It's shaping up for a fun round 2. I think we're going to be getting a very, very fun one here. I think it's going to be the Lightning in this one. I do think Avalanche and Stars is going to be the series of the entire thing. And I hope, deep down, the Stars are going to be facing off against the Golden Knights probably in the conference finals. I don't know. I'm just shooting from the hip. We'll win both in Philly. Trust. All right. For my bracket, I have the Oilers, Avs in Western Conference Finals and Habs, Hurricanes. Let's see. Habs, Hurricanes. Yeah. I'd be worried about the Lightning a little bit in that one. Avs is a great call, obviously. Avs should make a run at this thing. And the Oilers, I think you're just doing that based off the fact that they got Connor McDavid, bro. They got McJesus on their team. Of course they're going to be balling out. Of course you're going to have them going to the Western Conference Finals. Wherever you shake it, brother, I'm here to bake it. What? What? Just... Sorry about that. Soundboard is going absolutely off. Off the rails. Off the Rizzy. Off the Andrew Rizzy. That's our live look at hockey. Got a few minutes left in the power hour. And I've one more take before we open up the phone lines. Maybe we hop on TikTok a little bit early. We're now officially 30 days into this MLB season. I wanted to just take a deep dive with you guys into what we think about ABS past month, right? We're 1 month into the automatic ball strike system brought to you by T-Mobile. I think, and I want to know what you guys think. I'm trying to frame this correctly. I don't know if I can. It's closed for right now. It'll open up later in the show after the power hour, after my first break. We're now 30 days into the automatic ball strike system brought to you by T-Mobile, and I was wondering what you guys think about the automatic ball strike system so far. I was wondering what you guys think about ABS so far. I personally think it's great, and here are 3 reasons why I think ABS is absolutely awesome. Here are 3 reasons why I think ABS is unbelievable for the game. ABS brought to you by T-Mobile. One more time. Clem, first time chat. What up, Clem? Here are 3 reasons why I think that ABS brought to you by T-Mobile is an unbelievable addition to Major League Baseball. Number 1, accuracy is great. We play this sport at the highest level, down to the point where we're measuring the angle in which a batter's bat flies through a strike zone. We're measuring the amount of times a ball rotates on a pitcher's slider. Baseball's been on the forefront of sports analytics now for the past 20 years. And it's all in the name of better competition. ABS provides accuracy to a part of a game. ABS provides accuracy to a part of the game that we were still leaving up to chance. In many ways, still leaving up to chance. Teams spend weeks coming up with analytical strategies and finding deficiencies in their opponent's game and maybe a tell from the starting pitcher that they're facing that day. And then, oh, wow, the blue is calling everything outside. Throw it all out the window. You have a game predicated and built on analytics and research and development, all to get to the game, and it's like, hey, the ump's calling it pretty low today. Got to adjust. Ump's calling it low. I like that part of the game because that's who I am. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, I'm getting the game on. ABS provides accuracy to the strike zone, which in my opinion improves the competition of the game. Number 2, the umpires have gotten better. I thought this thing was going to make me really, really hate umpires and call for like a complete overhaul of all human beings in professional sports and be like, no more humans, give me all the robots. But honestly, I've been really impressed with the umpires through the ABS system, brought to you by T-Mobile. When I see a batter tap his helmet, saying like, hey, blue behind me is absolutely blind, that pitch was a total, that pitch you called a strike was actually low. I'm like, let's go. I'm rooting for the umpire every single time. When I see that strike zone light up and it's like 0.2 inches away from being a strike and the umpire got it right, woo! Let's go, blue! I absolutely love watching the umpires win in ABS. When it's my team, it's cool. I'm like, yes, I want my team to win. But other than that, I'm rooting for the umpire. ABS, I thought it was going to make me hate the umpires and be like, get rid of all of them. We don't need them anymore. It's made me appreciate what they do. I've found that the umpires have been incredibly good at calling balls and strikes, except for CJ Buckner, with the ABS system brought to you by T-Mobile. Reason number 3, the entertainment value is unmatched. Right after the signal is given, the camera usually locks in on whoever made the challenge, whether it's the catcher or the batter. They lock in on that person. Their eyes immediately dart to the Jumbotron in center field. Every man, woman, and child in the stadium fixates their attention on the big screen in that glorious rectangle that we call the strike zone. The announcer goes quiet. Everything gets tense. And then we see the ball hurling at the strike zone, brought to you by T-Mobile, and it lights up pink. It's a strike! Every time it happens in a game, I'm locked in on it. Every time, I'm glancing over at my TV, getting some work done, yada, 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 the game's on. I see this and go, I'm locked in. Got to see it. When it's just the strike zone sitting there and it's all tense, and here comes the ball. Ah! It's so entertaining, dude. It doesn't slow the game down at all either. It's so quick. Every time it happens in a game I'm watching, I'm so locked in. Dude, I've looked away during no-hitters. I've missed bases clearing doubles. I've gone to the bathroom, and I've missed a reliever working his way out of a bases-loaded jam. But, bro, when I hear the words ABS brought to you by T-Mobile, brother, I am locked in. It is so entertaining. The only negative I have about ABS right now is that there isn't enough of them. Feed me more. It only takes like 10 seconds. It hardly slows the game down at all. And the fans like it a lot. From a viewing perspective at home, I love it. In the stadium, it's so sick when the Jumbotron has the strike zone, ABS, brought to you by T-Mobile. It's so sick and everyone is locked in on it. The fans love it. I think the players like it. It's a great product. The only issue I have with it is why do teams only have 2 of them? Each team should get 1 per inning, in my opinion. 1 per half inning. So you're like, defense gets 1, offense gets 1. Every half inning. Recycle them. Or the cat's dropping emojis like a madman. Zephyr is back in. Top of the 7th. He does get the first out, fly out to Adele. He's got 12 pitches so far. Hoping to go 2. I'm going to get 6 outs in this game. It would be absolutely huge for the Angels, who, of course, are on a 3-game losing streak. It's very, very tough to be an Angels fan right now. Fellas, that's the Power Hour. Thanks for watching the Power Hour. If you liked this, we are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. We're also live every single night, starting at halftime of the last game of the postseason that day. I'm live every night there's a postseason basketball game. TBWZ will be live. To all the people watching the Power Hour, thank you so much. Love you. I'll see you next time. Peace. I have a headache. The Power Hour people who only watch the Power Hour cannot be mad at me, right? If I say I have a headache, it's just a fat disclaimer up top like, hey, I'm playing hurt today. And my headache is going away. So I cannot use that excuse anymore, and it's kind of making me frustrated. Because it's a darn good excuse. Dude, someone's like, I'm not feeling very good. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I have a headache. Like, okay. I can't do anything about that. If you tell me you have a cold, I'm like, you don't look like you have a cold. I have a fever. No, you don't. If someone's like, I have a headache, I just have to, okay. All right, I accept that. I take you as you are. Mason in Ireland is live right now on YouTube. 590 people watching. I'm going to call every YouTube I'm going to call every radio station across America and try to get TBWZ live on their radio station. I think it might be the coolest thing we ever do. But fellas, before we do anything cool, I did hit 600 subscribers on YouTube this week. We also hit 2,000 followers on TikTok this week. We are about 100 follows away on Instagram from hitting 2,000 over there as well. We're going up, 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 and it's not stopping anytime soon. But I am for right now. Taking a 5-minute break. I'll see you guys at the end of the 5-minute break where the phone lines will be open, where we talk ball and take calls. Love you guys. See you in 5. My little brother used to watch Cars every single day. So my little brother grew up autistic. My little brother grew up on the spectrum. He's off the spectrum now. I mean, he still is kind of on it. We're all, it's a spectrum. We're all on it a little bit. You know what I mean? We're all on the spectrum a little bit. When my little brother was growing up, heavily autistic. He could barely talk. We're getting another call. Kai says one more question. Why wouldn't the Jets just get rid of Garrett Wilson for more first-round picks? I mean, I think you want to have a good wide receiver for whatever rookie quarterback they bring in. What's up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Hayden. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Hayden from Houston. How are you doing, man? What's Houston like today? What's the weather like?
We got a cold front finally. It's always hot here, but now it's kind of chilly. But
yeah,
we're outside.
I was in Houston this summer around June. I don't want to talk. I liked the city of Houston. I enjoyed it there. I think it's a good town. It smelled bad though. Like downtown Houston smelled bad. Why does it smell like crap?
Well, mostly because everyone smokes.
Oh.
Like you have a lot of downstairs. Everyone's smoking cannabis down like on patios and restaurants. I went to Chipotle the other day. Someone was smoking in the back of a Chipotle. Like
okay,
it's just weed and garbage. Plus there's sewage.
Okay, sewage and cannabis. That's a bad mix. That makes it a smelly town. But you're calling in from H-Town. You got a hot take for us? You got any questions?
I do have a hot take about one NFL team.
Let's do it.
I think the Jags need to draft a quarterback.
Whoa.
I don't think. Here's the thing. Two contracts that look really bad right now were just given to Tua and one to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Tua's probably going to get cut. We all know that. They'll take a $120 million cap hit.
Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence, you paid him over $100 million to score a little sneak rushing touchdown in one pick against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Are we kidding? You bring in Liam Cohen, who did stuff for Baker Mayfield, who looks like an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
For saying, oh, hey, we're going to make T-Law into what this generational super prospect he was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be the biggest prospect since Andrew Luck.
That's so true. People forget about that part. Like, coming into the league, T-Law was supposed to be the absolute man. We were giving him, like, Peyton Manning comps. Yeah,
he was. And, like, when he did that, when he came back against the Chargers in the playoffs, like, okay, this is the Trevor Lawrence we were promised.
Yeah.
They lost to the Chiefs in a close one, and then it just became downhill. He's been forcing passes. He's been trouble handing off the ball. He's been fumbling the ball. T-Law is just – I know he has some injuries, but this was the year where, you have Travis Hunter. You have Brian Thomas Jr. Now, mind you, some of them got hurt, but you have ETN. Yeah. You have these guys. You have this defense who leads the league in takeaways.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be an AFC contender, and you're just not. And it gets to a point where if you're the Jaguars, you have to evaluate this year, next year, and go, if he keeps playing like this, is it a Liam Cohen management problem? Or do we have to finally admit that it's a Trevor Lawrence problem? Because the Dolphins are accepting that it's a Tua problem. They're accepting that slowly. But it gets to a point because we know Shad Khan has a very low patience.
Oh yeah.
We had low when Doug Peterson started losing in London. That's when he snapped and fired him. So
Urban Meyer made it like 6 games.
Urban Meyer physically assaulted his players also.
Yeah. Dude.
But that's all I wanted to say, bro.
Bro, that's a very
Trevor Lawrence. He isn't that great. He's not.
Hayden, man, that's a really well-crafted take. That's a really well-crafted take. I think you make really solid points. And my favorite thing is you didn't use any of the stats, because stats are stupid. We do the eye test around here. But just breaking the stats down on ESPN from what I just pulled up, he's got a 60% completion percentage. He's thrown 9 touchdowns and 6 picks. He's not very good, dude. He's not very good.
He's the third best quarterback in the division.
He is. Is he better than Bryce Young even? Or
it's hard to determine that because it's hard.
It's hard to determine that. Question of the day going forward from now on: who's better, Trevor Lawrence or Bryce Young? I'm going to do that. Every single caller that calls into today's show, you're getting asked a question. You're getting asked, who's better, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence? We have officially gone live on TikTok.com, the black app. Well, I don't know why I did that. We're now live on TikTok.com. Up there, I do have my projections for the first round series. They're these right here. Of course, I would be remiss. I keep saying that. I've used it as a verbal crutch now, saying I would be remiss. Sacrifice fly, it looks like, for Yakamoto. A run comes in. Silseth is now in for Zephyrjan. It's 3-1 Halos up top. Hunter, what up? If you guys didn't know what they're seeing on TikTok, it's right here in front of you on the screen for everyone on TWITCH and on YouTube. It's these. I have the Thunder winning against the Suns in a 4-1 series. I think that one could be a sweep. We'll see what we get tonight, but I don't see the Thunder backing down at all on this one. I do have the Pistons still winning at 4-2. This is the game that I'm most excited for tonight. We get this game at 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern. Luke gets a double. That's going to drive in another run. It's now 3-2 Halos. This is not looking good for me, but whatever. I have the Lakers beating the Rockets in a 4-3 series. Now, that one's interesting, and we could talk about that one. I know the Rockets look absolutely so dead, and no one thinks that the Rockets look like a team that can win this series. When 4 days ago, everyone was saying that the Rockets were going to sweep. All right, Oreo. All good, brother. Much, much love. Have fun at baseball, dog. Kick butt. Can't wait to hear how it went. Is it just a practice or a game? I do think deep down that the Rockets do take the next 2 games of this series. I don't know what it is. I'm a Lakers fan. I just know the way that LeBron usually operates. I 100% know that he's going to take game 3 off. He's not going to not play in the game. But LeBron's going to conserve a little bit of energy in game 3. If anyone in the league is able to do this where they go in, right? And they're balling out, okay? Practice and I don't leave until 5:40. We're going to call right now. What up, Kai? Or the Cat, what's up, bro? How we doing today, dog?
Good.
Are you sure you're good?
Better than yesterday.
You're better than yesterday because yesterday Victor Wembanyama went down and has a concussion. Have you heard any news on Victor on when he's going to be back?
I saw he was being reevaluated on Wednesday.
Reevaluated on Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken, Oreo the Cat, today is Wednesday.
Oh, shit, that is.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
Sorry.
All good. Oreo the Cat, you are a Spurs fan. We've got a bunch of people jumping in TikTok right now. We're starting to pop off. A great place to start the show. Do you think that the Spurs can beat the Portland Trailblazers without Victor Wembanyama in this series?
Yes. I mean, what happened last night was crazy. It's almost as bad as the Boston loss was. It's just a shock. It's just like Vassell late in the fourth should have played better. Castle late in the fourth should have played better. But if they play to full ability, if they play Fox more, Fox needs more minutes. Then I think we can win. Carter Bryant, if he has another night like he had last night, we are going to win that game.
Carter Bryant did show up in that game. Yeah, he looked nice towards the end.
Like he didn't. I don't know if it should have been the stat sheet, but he was out there. He was playing well.
He was playing well. I thought the Spurs in general played a lot better with Victor off the floor. It felt like they got inspired towards the end. They're not saying they're a better team without him. I'm just saying that they played good basketball, good team basketball. But ultimately, they gave a 14-point lead in the game. I thought Mitch Johnson kind of disappeared at the end of the game there. There was no adjustments towards the end to slow down Scoot Henderson. I thought it was kind of just a struggle towards the end by the Spurs. But ultimately, you're confident that they could beat this win this series and get a couple games in Portland.
Yeah, honestly, I think if we play to the best of our abilities, we can win both in Portland and come back to San Antonio and win Game 5.
Are you looking at Spurs in 5, or are you thinking Spurs in 6?
I don't know. I mean, I've never watched a Portland playoff game. I don't know how their fans normally are. I've honestly never watched a Portland game.
They're very rowdy. They're going to be very, very hyped up. Portland is a hostile place. Yeah.
So I think they got one then. Yeah, I think they got one, but I think it goes to 6. They win in 6.
Oreo's got Spurs in 6. Oreo, what every single person that calls into today's show is going to get asked the same question of the day before they leave. So Oreo, you're going to be the first to answer. Who's the better quarterback, Trevor Lawrence or Bryce Young?
Ooh.
Oreo?
I'm thinking.
You got 1 second.
Bryce Young.
We've got 1 vote for Bryce Young so far. I'm going to be keeping track throughout the day. Oreo the Cat is going to be going over to baseball. He's got practice today, so we'll see you later in the postgame show, Oreo.
Hopefully. I don't actually fall asleep.
If he doesn't fall asleep. Brother, you are the absolute man. I love you so much, dog. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace. Raps are winning in 7. Ty, you're tripping. Lakers in 5, baby. Macaroni. Show me Macaroni, Michaela Maroney. My dog's a jabroni. Lakers in 5. Man, what up, Nas? Man, you know this some bull. We winning it in 5. Nas Reed is in the chat, guys. The Nas Reed is. We're up to 7 viewers. This is crazy. We're popping off hardcore. Hey, whoever that 704 number is, brother, I'll take you up in 3 minutes. So 704, you're in the hole right now, or you're on deck. 704, you're on deck. Does anybody want to call into the show and be after that 704 area code number? Isaac Baker says Magic in 6, and we just got a follow from the homie. Thank you, brother, for the follow. I can't see your name. It looks like your name is Nick. Thank you, Nick. Romans 8:18. Beautiful verse. God bless you, brother. Isaac has the Magic winning in 6. Isaac, do you have the Magic winning tonight? Again, Isaac Baker with the follow. Unbelievable stuff. Let's keep it rolling, guys. Let's get the hype train going. My guy who's called into the show right now, the 860 area code, you'll be second up. 860, you will be second up. 860. So I got 704. You're going to be leading off the show. 860, you are on deck. Who wants to get into the hole? Who wants to get into my hole? All right, G.
Chill.
Pause. Super sorry about that, guys. Lakers in 4. I'm standing on that. So to Logan 2. I'm a Lakers fan. First of all, hand up. Diehard Lakers fan, born and raised in Southern California. That's been my team my entire life. Never wavered one time. I ain't no new fan. I'm an old school Lakers fan. I've been here since the Anderson Varejao days. I remember Robert Sacre, bro. Do you know who Derek Fisher is? Have you ever heard of Andrew Bynum? Because I have. That's my squad. No stress, no address. God bless. Lakers in 5. That's the best one I've heard yet today. I'll get in that hole. Caden Tucker wanted to hop right in. We're having fun today on TBWZ. This is Take Back with Zach. This is Widescreen Radio. It's the first ever sports radio show. Live on TikTok, live on Twitch, live on YouTube. We're hitting the follow button everywhere today. Guys, if you have it within your heart, it takes 1 minute. Hit every single app that you have and hit follow with TBWZ. 75WCW said, can I call next? I have a 704 area code leading off, 860 area code. I believe it's my man Ethan. He's going to be second. I do not have anyone in the hole right now. So if you want to be in the hole, drop your area code and I can put you in the hole. I got 251. 251, you are in the hole. And there we are. We're taking calls. 704. You are up now, guys. Best part of the show is when we take calls. So lock in with me. Lock in with me if you want to hop on the phone lines. Listen out for the word when I do open them up. We're also up to 640 likes. If we can get that thing up to 1,000, it's going to start being shared with a lot of people. 860 is me, Ethan. 860, you're on deck. Hey, that 704 number. We're ready to take your call. I know, Oreo. I know. Nico, I know. Can 704 call now? Nico, is that you? There it is. Here we go, fellas. Let's go. This is Take Back with Zach. What is up, brother? You are listening to TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What is up, Zach? It is Nico out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
My guy, Nico from North Carolina. I can't wait to ask you the question of the day, but before we get into that kind of stuff, dog, you're calling into the show, Nico. You are a listener over on Twitch, loyal fan. What did you want to talk about today, dog?
Honestly, I'm just calling in, checking in. Nothing really specific to talk about today, but I really am, my main priority, as you know, I'm a Knicks fan.
You are.
Be my user in chat, all right?
Yes, Nico Knicks.
I really want to know what you thought about Game 2 on Monday night.
Game 2 on Monday night, the one where the Knicks ultimately did lose the game, and they had an option to win it at the end. C.J. McCollum missed both those 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges missed that shot. Dog, it was a game, and I'm pulling up my notes right now. New York was shooting. They were 54% from the field for the first 3 quarters. They were 34 for 65. 54% first 3 quarters. The last quarter of the game, which is the 4th one, they were 5 for 22 from the field for 21%. They forgot how to shoot the basketball at the end. They couldn't score, dude. It was a team that just disappeared. My worry about the Knicks is in the 4th quarter, they're relying on Jalen Brunson too much. Jalen Brunson needs to be a facilitator. I need Cat or Bridges to step up, man.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I don't know what happened, but our entire offense just fell apart,
Yeah.
Second half, especially towards the end. I was awestruck. I saw, I feel like if you replay Mikal Bridges having the ball and going out, I want to say, and I'm not him, but I want to say he could have went into the paint. I don't know, time-wise, it might have been.
On the last shot?
Yeah.
There was more time on the clock. They could have passed the ball, and they could have gotten something better, a better look.
Yeah. And, I don't understand why we didn't take a timeout or why he went toward the corner. I was beyond upset. But
it was a weird play. I thought they kind of botched it to the end. My one worry here, that's more of like an overarching worry for this whole series. Quinn Snyder is a very, very, very good coach for the Atlanta Hawks. It seemed like he figured out how to slow down the Knicks towards the end of that game. And I don't know if Mike Brown is the guy that comes out with answers for New York City to take over this series. Because Quinn Snyder, whatever he dialed up at the end of that game, he knew exactly how to slow down Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. But Nico, before we go, question of the day, I'm asking every single caller that calls in, who's a better quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say, growing up in Charlotte, the Bryce Young, fan love, it's so strong.
Yes.
T-Law, gets him right over the edge. But
Wow.
I see Bryce Young becoming better than him in the future. I'm just saying that.
Right now you're going T-Law, but maybe in 2 years you might be going Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Nico, I absolutely love it. You're an absolute dog. Thank you for watching the show. We're going to keep things rolling. God bless you. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. See ya.
Peace. Fishbowl emoji doesn't like nerd emoji. It doesn't, dude. It does not at all. Andrew, what up? Knicks didn't have a timeout at the end of the game, by the way. I know that, Andrew. Everyone was so confused, including Mike Breen. My guy's on the phone right now. Let's do this. What website is this? It's called TikTok. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean. Let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Ethan from Connecticut.
My guy Ethan from CT. Bro, it's been a little bit since we've talked to you. How you doing, E?
Good. Sorry, it's just been busy. I had track, and I was with my friends. We were all talking about that Braden Mullen shot when that happened.
Your friends are still talking about March Madness?
We were, and it's kind of over now, but we were talking about it. It's like, just, you got to think about it. Like, out of all the chances, it was crazy. And he's a freshman, so we still have him in for 2 to 3 years, because unless if you did close that for the draft as like I don't know what's below senior. I forget, but yeah.
I forget too. It's hard to remember. OB, the thing on top, that's a graphic that I made. I make graphics on Photoshop for my show. I do all the graphics and the thumbnails and all the editing and all of the tech and all of the everything and all the posting. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. But Ethan, we don't want to talk about all of that. Have you been watching the NBA games that have been happening on your screen, Ethan?
To be honest, I'm not a big NBA fan. I just doesn't seem like it like anymore. Like it just doesn't seem like fun to watch anymore. This like I guess playoffs are fine, but it's like you're talking a regular season. It's not like something I would go into. I've been watching baseball and stuff.
Okay.
I think baseball is a lot more fun than basketball, but other people have different opinions, and I respect those opinions. Because everybody likes a different sport.
Oreo the cat okay, thank you, Oreo. It's freshman. It goes freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So now we're all on the same page. Also, Tanner Houck is going back to Florida. That is pretty crazy. A lot of people would not say that about baseball, bro. A lot of people think basketball is more fun than baseball. Is it just the love of the game? Do you play baseball yourself? Is it the hot dogs? Is it the ladies? What is it?
I do play baseball, but it's just like, hear me out. Just because I play outfield doesn't mean I'm bad. I play left field, so that's like the most important position.
That's where you put your most important outfielders in left field to gun a guy out at home plate. And
I usually bat second or fourth.
Okay, do you have speed?
I can get runs in. The thing I like about basketball though is like it's fun, but not like watching it. It's not that fun. You see, like it's good if you're watching OKC. I've heard that, like, I think I've seen also, too.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. Bye.
All right. Dude, unbelievable caller. W Live. Thank you, Isaac. Yeah, this is what we do around here. We talk ball and we take calls. That's what TBWZ is all about. My guy, K-Skate28, sent me a roses and a heart me. Fellas, that guy was, like, my first follow ever on TikTok. K-Skate28 was my very first follow ever on TikTok. Dude, I'm going to give you a bag one day, bro. I'm going to fill a Louis duffel bag with a rack, and I'm going to drop that off at your house. I'm just going to give you $10K one day and be like, here you go. This is what you get. Knicks in 6. I don't think the Knicks are winning in 6, bro. That one is pretty crazy to me. I said it a little bit earlier on a call, but I do think Quinn Snyder has figured something out, and I think he's a way better coach than Mike Brown. Quinn Snyder has to be a better coach in your book than Mike Brown. Lakers in 5. Give me a rhyme with it, though. Give me a rhyme with the Lakers in 5. Jay Bird, thank you for sharing the live. Fellas, if you think that you know someone who's a homie that's a funny dude that knows ball really well or is just personable or has a really, really funny life story, dog, send them the live and be like, yo, you should call into this guy's show and debate ball with him. Oreo the cat is in the Twitch chat. Wow. Hot take of the day, maybe, from Oreo the cat over in the Twitch chat, guys. He said the Hawks in 5. Dude. Wow. I've already said it. Nico is exempt from this. I'm going to war with all Knicks fans out there. Icky Z, thank you for the follow. That was the 860. We're actually up on whoever there's a 251 area code. Whoever has that 251 area code is welcome to call in. I think that Jay Bird with the follow. Thank you, bro. I'm sorry for hanging up, bro. You're good, Splashy Prods. Zach, my friend, liked your video on the Nets, Mets, Jets, and I was telling him how I'm a loyal viewer. Bro, that's so sick. We're popping off. We're slowly but surely doing this thing right now. Hey, Chris, what up, dog? Good to see you again. We're going to take this call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, hello?
How you doing, bro? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Shreveport. I'm Andrew.
Andrew from Freeport. My guy, how are you doing today, bro? Did you work? Did you have school today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. Did you work? Did you have school today?
Yeah. I had school today.
You had school. Are you in college?
I'm senior, 18 now.
Senior in high school. That's awesome. Do you play any sports?
I played basketball for about 30 years.
Played basketball. So I assume you're a fan of the sport. You're calling into my show today. I do have a question of the day at the end, but before we get to that, Andrew from Freeport, what did you want to talk about today?
I think the Hawks go on 5, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you a Hawks fan?
Absolutely.
Dude, the team looks really good. My point of why I think they're going to win in 6 at the beginning of the series was different than what it is now. Right now, what I'm seeing out of Quinn Snyder, it seems like a coach that's kind of figured out what the Knicks are doing. And I don't know if Mike Brown can adjust to Quinn Snyder.
I mean, yeah, I agree. And, I mean, the Hawks winning last night by 1, even though, JJ and Naw had, another off night is just bewildering to me. We shouldn't have won that game. I feel like the Knicks are really letting their foot off the gas and thinking, it's an easy matchup.
Dude, that was my one of my notes that I wrote down was they have a 1-1 split in this series, and Jalen Johnson has not even showed up yet. Their superstar has not even showed up.
It won't take long for him to.
Do you think this game 3 and 4 are going to go Atlanta's way, or do you think you're going to split?
Yeah, I mean, unless the Hawks fans for some reason don't sell out the tickets and it's just another, away game for the Hawks at their own stadium, like it was earlier in the season.
Andrew from Freeport, unbelievable. I think it's going to go back 3-1 to Madison Square Garden, in my opinion. Andrew from Freeport, first-time caller, absolutely love hearing from you. Question of the day, who is a better quarterback in the NFL? Is it Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
I don't really watch a whole lot of NFL, but I really enjoyed watching Bryce Young a lot. So I'd probably say Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. We got 2 for Bryce, 1 for T-Law. My brother Andrew, God bless you, dog. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Anything else you wanted to say on your way out?
No, that's it, man. Just Hawks and 5.
Hawks and 5. Andrew, you're the best. Talk to you soon, bro. Peace. My guy Andrew from Shreveport or Freeport, Louisiana, I believe. We have 2 for Bryce Young and 1 for T-Law right now. King Monkey Goat, Lakers in 5. Let's go, baby. Lake Show, dog. Ethan, these predictions were made at the beginning of the series. I'm a Lakers fan. Born and raised in Southern California. Purple and gold runs through my blood, brother. So if you like the Lake Show, hit me right now with the follow because I'm going to be doing Lakers content all season long. Also, I'm going to be doing live NBA post-game shows every night of the postseason. All right, Nico. I'll be doing post-game shows every night of the postseason. So if there's a post-season basketball game, your boy's going to be live right after it. We're going to call right now. I'm going to load up again on calls. So whoever that 267 number is, you're on deck. 251, you're going to be leading off. 251, we're going 267. And then I missed a call in there from a 219. If the 219 wants to be in the hole, say what up. Ethan here, 860 number, put me down for Bryce Young. Okay. Thank you, Ethan, because I didn't get your call. Or I didn't get your answer. Blazers in 5. Come on, man. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? How are you doing today? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Watley, Mobile, Alabama.
Watley from Alabama. How do you spell that name? That's really cool.
Whatley.
Watley. Is it a family name? Watley, is that a family name?
Yeah. It was my great-grandma and my great-aunt's name.
Dude, that's awesome. I think it's got a really nice ring to it. You're in Alabama. I would be remiss not to mention the Tide. Is Kalen DeBoer on the hot seat this year, or has that seat cooled down for him over at Alabama?
Yeah. I think it's cooled down a lot. I don't know if you guys seen this, but I think we signed him to a 3-year extension.
Dude, at the beginning of the year, everyone wanted Kalen DeBoer's head on a stake, and then he had a great start, kind of a rough end to the season, got blown out in the end by Indiana, but ultimately I think he's what he's done over there has been good, replacing the best coach of all time in Nick Saban. But, brother, you're calling into the show today. What did you want to talk about today, Watley?
I want to talk about the Timberwolves, man.
Whoa. You think they're going to win the series?
I think, people will go back 10 years from now and talk about the Timberwolves and Nuggets in the playoffs.
Sure.
I think that the Timberwolves, they're a really well-balanced team.
I agree.
Really well-balanced.
Especially on the perimeter. With Jaden McDaniels, with his length, he's able to guard a lot of dudes. I think they're just built to beat Denver. Does that make sense?
I think it does. Ant brings the intensity. Jaden brings the fire. Nas, of course, a great enforcer. But what I'm really worried about is, they got to win. They tied the series up.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know if they can keep rolling like they did in the last game.
Now, you and I both watched the game, and we saw Anthony Edwards looked awesome. He had 30-plus points in the game and looked really good doing so. But runner's knee is not an injury that just goes away. It kind of will continue to linger. I worry about him through the entire series being 100% healthy.
Yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but, I think we've got good depth.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think we play sometimes at our best whenever we're not 100%.
Of course, the winner of that series will go on to probably play the Spurs. If you do get past Denver, what's your confidence in getting past San Antonio in the next round if Victor Wembanyama's there?
San Antonio, man, I feel like that they've improved their franchise from last year to now. And that is because of Victor Wembanyama.
Uh-huh.
But as he got injured as well.
Yeah, he hit his face so hard last night.
I know.
If you or I fell from that height and hit our face from where he hit his face, I don't think we'd be awake today.
I think we'd be in a coma, man.
Something like that, Watley. Brother, unbelievable stuff. Thank you for calling in. Please follow and hop in the live whenever I'm doing this thing if you want to call back. But before you go, dog, question of the day, who's a better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, dude, you know that answer.
Yeah, I do.
Bryce Young for sure.
Can I get a roll tide before you go?
Roll Tide, baby.
Watley, you're the man. We'll talk to you soon. God bless, brother. That's my guy, Watley, calling into the show. Bryce Young is now 4-1 to Trevor Lawrence. I would love the chat to vote, but only callers get to vote on this one. We got a follow from AJ. We got a follow from Ta. Shea Supremacy said Thunder 4-0, Lil Bro. Nolan Shotterwell comes up clutch again for the Angels. That's a 2-run double. Safe! Let's go! Make it 3! That's 6-3 Halos. Let's go. Let's go Angels, baby. Channing with the fall in the middle of that, too. Boston seems screwed. Now they just lost to a random player who put up 30 on the ends. You're calling VJ Edgecombe a random player. How disrespectful of you, Ta. But I understand. Sixers 4-1. Ta, is that with Embiid coming back or not? User said T-Wolves are winning it all. Maybe. You know what? Just maybe. I don't know if Anthony Edwards has the health to get that done. What a beautiful hit from Nolan Shotterwell, man. He's got the solo shot to take the lead early in the game, and now a 3 RBI double. Unbelievable. User, thank you, bro. With Embiid. He's got Embiid getting healthy for this one. All right. We'll see it. That 267 number, you are up right now. 817. I'll put you on our list. 817. Whoever that phone number is. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm JP, calling from Philadelphia. Big
JP, my guy from Philly. Dude, there's so many things going on in Philly sports right now, but of course, the best thing going is what's happening with the Sixers with that huge win in Boston last night.
Yeah, I seen it. Everyone's seen it. We won Boston, and I'm going to just say Maxey's looking good. Maxey's looking good.
Maxey's looking
good.
Yeah.
Paul George is looking decent. I want him better, but I think he's doing good for what he is right now.
Dude, I've also been impressed with Andre Drummond in this series. I think the bigs for the Celtics are their probably weakest point with Neemias Queta and Vooch being those guys. I expected Embiid to be able to feast in this series. He's not here, but Andre Drummond has played well in his absence. I think the team is just clicking. Do you think they go back to Philly and get a win at home and knot this thing up again?
I think so, because I think if they do what they did when they were in Boston, I think they can do it at home because they just need that motivation like Maxey. Maxey's been talking about it, how he thinks that he could bring their team together and get them to a dub. So I think Maxey can do that.
Yeah, my only concern is you guys scored 111, so like you had a decent offensive night. You held them to 97 points, but they were 26% from three. They missed 37 three-pointers, which is the second most in a playoff game in Celtics history. It was a rough shooting night. I'm just like, is that more them just having a rough night, or was it something you guys did on the perimeter to
I think
hurt
it was
their
Andre
shooters?
Drummond.
Huh?
I just think it was Andre Drummond.
Yeah, he was really, really big in this game. He was an absolute beast.
Defending, and they didn't let their defense mess up with their offense, or their offense mess up with their defense. So I think
JP, you seem like a guy that knows ball pretty well, and you being in Philly, you know a lot of people from the East Coast, especially New Yorkers who are absolutely delusional. Knicks and Hawks are playing in a series right now. Who do you got finishing that one off?
I think I got the Hawks. They look really well. Jalen Brunson, he's okay, but I think that sometimes he could choke a little, as we've seen last year with the Pacers with Tyrese Halliburton. So
yeah, sometimes they just leave him on an island. He has no other help. JP, before you go, bro, the question of the day: who's the better NFL quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
I'm gonna say Bryce Young. I like him. He's young.
He likes Bryce. JP, you're the absolute man. God bless you, dog. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
No problem.
Peace. My guy JP made it 5-1. Bryce Young over T-Law. Wow. I'm taking Magic today. Easy. You think Magic win 2 in a row? I think the Pistons dominate in this win. Listen, the game plan for the Magic was very, very simple. It was actually cool to see. I enjoyed watching it. The game plan was let Cade do whatever he wants and make someone else beat us, and no one else could beat them. They basically hammered Jalen Duren inside and said, Jalen Duren is not scoring on us. We're going to just absolutely destroy him inside the paint. Cade is this team's only option. Let's let him score 40. Let him score 50. I don't care. Antuntako, thank you for the follow, bro. Eden says Blazers in 6. Ibrahimov. Did you think that, Eden, before Victor Wembanyama got hurt? Are you a real one like that? Pablo Banchero is an absolute freak, and for whatever reason, this Magic team was sandbagging all season because the basketball they're playing right now, I've never seen them play this entire year. I've watched a decent amount of Magic games for whatever reason. Never watched them look this good one time. This is that same team that lost to the 76ers in the first round of the play and looked horrible doing so. Everyone picked the Hornets to beat this team, and now everyone's picking this team to beat the Pistons. When something like that happens, I like to try to be a little bit rational here and be like, all right, guys, let's get back to reality. Do you remember 2 games ago, everyone thought the Hornets were going to absolutely destroy the Magic, and the exact opposite happened. And everyone's like, oh, Magic are maybe pretty good, but they're going to get destroyed by the Pistons. And they win game 1. And now everyone's like, Pistons stink, Magic are great. Magic are going to the finals, Pistons suck. Can we just get back to reality? And remember that this is a Pistons team that is the best in the East this entire season for a reason. They play the best defense in the entire league, maybe outside of OKC. And this is a Magic team. I know they've played well the past 2 games. They were terrible the first 84. I think the Pistons still have enough firepower to get it done. I think they win tonight, and I think they win game 3 on the road and take a 2-1 series lead. I think, personally, the Pistons win the next 2. If the Magic win, though, am I surprised? Not the most. Been more surprised, brother. Been chillin'. Bing chillin'. Is that racist? Philly won the season series. They did. Lakers will sweep the Rockets. Bryson, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't think they're going to sweep the Rockets. I think the Rockets take the next 2, to be honest with you. I think the Rockets take the next 2. It's just kind of the way basketball goes, man. Have you heard the old whoever's calling in right now, your number is blocked and it says unknown caller and doesn't reveal an actual phone number. I don't answer those calls. So either unblock your number or try from a different phone line. Sorry, bro. Why Hawks over Knicks, Mar? Originally at the beginning of the series when I did make these predictions, there were a few reasons why I took the Hawks over the Knicks. Mainly because where are my notes? Sorry, guys. My original thinking behind this series was there's so much pressure on New York. Atlanta is a team that has no pressure on them. They were the hottest team going into this series, and now they've got home court advantage. The Atlanta crowd is going to be insanely rowdy. They have CJ McCollum absolutely balling out. They've won a game on the road in New York, and their best player has not even played well. And Quinn Snyder has figured out what the Knicks are doing offensively. I think Quinn Snyder is going to be a huge difference maker in this series. That was horribly said, but what up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? How are you doing? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York. Yo, why you think the Hawks are winning in 6? Tell me right now. Tell me right now.
I can't hear you. What's up?
Why do you think the Hawks in 6, bro? Like, Knicks in 5 easily. Come on, gang.
Knicks in 5. That team just disappeared in the fourth quarter yesterday.
Trust, bro. It was oh my God. Trust. It's in 5. It's a little mistake. I know Brunson can't play defense to save his fucking life.
Sorry, no cussing on this show, bro. No cussing. Hollow Had with the follow. Thank you, bro. That guy who I just hung up on, I just don't, no cussing on the show. I get in trouble on TikTok. So thank you for calling in, brother, but maybe call it another day. Collect yourself. Collect your thoughts, bro. Take me off the edge. There's a delusional Celtics fan on the line. Wolves over Nuggets. I don't know. The Wolves over Nuggets one is really tough for me because Jokic is still the best player of all time, and I think Anthony Edwards is that knee is going to be acting up throughout the series.
Hello?
But what is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Matt. I'm calling from Southampton, PA. I just want to. I have a question about why you have Philly losing in 5 after the performance they put on with VJ, dominating in Boston Garden. You know what I mean?
I have Philly losing in 5. So I took these predictions at the beginning of the series, first of all. So this wasn't like I watched last night's game and like, I'm going to say Philly in 5. You guys won by 14 last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 111-97. You guys won by 14.
97.
The
Correct.
Boston Celtics missed 37 three-point shots. It's the most three-point shots they've ever missed in a playoff game. They shot 26% from 3, and they only lost by 14. If they just like play a half-decent game from 3, which they usually do, they win this game easily, in my opinion. I think it was more just a bad shooting night from the Celtics, not necessarily something Philly did, but maybe I missed something schematically. Did you see anything with the perimeter defense that made Boston shoot worse tonight than they did in Game 1, or was it just a bad shooting night?
I think it was a bad shooting day. I agree with you on that. But another thing is you have to talk about their perimeter defense and with the backcourt that Philadelphia has with Maxey and VJ. Maxey dropping near 30 and VJ dropping 30. I think that's another thing to take into consideration as their best players are in the forward position and not guards. So I think that's where the Sixers could chip away on Boston because they have slower defenders compared to VJ's and Maxey's speed. I will give the Celtics that Jaylen Brown has a more physical force on Kelly Oubre and Jason Tatum on Paul George, but I think the guards outpace the forwards.
I agree with that 100%, Matt. That was really well said. I also think that Philly, without Embiid, I think they still have an advantage at the 5 spot. I think Andre Drummond is better than Keita and better than Vooch. I think Bona's been playing good at the 5 spot. I think there needs to be a little bit more for me with Philly with the pick and roll. Can we turn into a Maxey and Drummond pick and roll team with VJ Edgecombe sitting out on the perimeter? I don't know, but I think you have advantages, like you said, at guard and at 5, too, in this series.
Yeah. And another thing, when do you think Embiid is will he be able to come back for at least Game 6, if there's going to be a Game 6?
Game 6.
Or do you think he's going to wait?
If it's 2-2 at one point in this series, if it is 2-2, I think Embiid tries to come back. If for whatever reason you guys lose the next 2 and you're down 3-1, I don't think he does come back. But ultimately, I think Philly's best option right now is like, hey, do what the Lakers are doing. The Lakers are forgetting about Luka. They're forgetting about Austin Reeves. They're saying, let's win with the team that we have right now. And I do think Philly does have enough with those 2 guards to win with right now. So, hey, bro, screw Embiid. Like, let Andre Drummond be the guy. Maybe Embiid comes back for round 2, but right now, do it against the Celtics with what you have, because Embiid's not the future of the 76ers. In my opinion, it's VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah. But you did say that Sixers center depth is still better without Joel Embiid. But how come in Game 1 and a little bit in Game 2, Keita got inside of Drummond on the offensive rebounds and kept getting them? I know he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the game, but I just wanted to ask you about that. What do you think about that?
Keita had a much better Game 1 than Game 2. The big difference for me between Game 1 and Game 2 was the three-point shooting for the Celtics. It's a lot easier to get offensive rebounds when guys are driving the paint rather than firing off shots from 3. The Celtics were just firing off from 3, and that rebound's going so far off of the physical rim that it's a lot harder for the 5s to get the board. So that's why VJ Edgecombe had all the boards for you guys basically in this one. So I think it was like a shooting thing. Matt, This was an unbelievable call. You're an unbelievable dude. Thank you for following and being a part of this thing.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Dog, question of the day, though, before you go. Who's a better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Now, with what Bryce Young did so far, I can't give him much, but Trevor Lawrence, that's a trick question. So Bryce Young is going to become better. He doesn't have a lot. I think Bryce Young will become a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence because he has nothing to work with, and he still made something happen. He showed last year what he can become if he had a decent O-line. Trevor Lawrence has a couple weapons, way more weapons than Bryce Young. At running back, he has ETN, wide receivers. He has Brian Thomas and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think as of right now, it's Trevor Lawrence, but eventually, especially after the last 5 games of the season last year. Were you going to say something?
No, unbelievably said. You were the absolute man. Thanks for following the show. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace. Jen, what up? So good to hear from you. I'm so glad you're out. That's so awesome, Jen. I didn't know something was wrong. I'm sorry if I missed anything, but so happy for you. Eagles kid, watch when Embiid comes back. Pistons need to change history tonight and actually win at home. Lips not. Dude, if they get swept 4-0 and they don't win a home game, I don't know, dude. The city of Detroit might just burn down. Do you remember like 2 years ago when everyone's like, dude, the Lions are really good. Oh, the Tigers are pretty good. Oh, the Pistons are on the come up. Hey, Detroit sports might be back. Imagine if they get swept. Max said Wolves in 6. I don't know about the Wolves in 6, man. I understand what you're saying. Hey, that 216 number that's calling in, we're going to take your call 15 till. 15 till the hour. So at the 45-minute mark, 216 will take your call then. I also am waiting for calls from 919 and 817 if you guys want to call in. Wolves in 6, says Max. That one's tough for me, man, because Jokic is still the best player of all time, in my opinion. He's still the best player in the league, and he's still doing his thing out there. He does not look like he's having very much fun doing so, I will say that. I don't like seeing the big Serb look like he absolutely hates his life, but in this series, it does kind of feel like that. I'm not taking calls until the 45-minute mark. 216. Matt, thank you for the follow, bro. You're the man. The 216 number is up at the 45-minute mark, so in 3 minutes. 701, you can go after him. 701, you can go after. Hawks over Knicks in 6 is crazy. Why? What part? It's tied 1-1 right now, is it not? Atlanta, they take the next 2 games at home. It goes back to the Garden 3-1. Then is it crazy? Is it just crazy now? Are you going to come back into the live when it happens to apologize? Jokic doesn't look like he's having very fun out there at well. I don't want him waddling down and up in the court. I want him doing 360 behind the back passes to like Bruce Brown for like a wide open layup. Trey, what up, dog? Yes, they are in 2 minutes. Gobert and Julius Randle were playing noticeably good defense on Jokic, and it looked like he didn't want really any part of it. Julius Randle, there was that obvious clip of him like poking Jokic's back, which was not cool, but Gobert played an incredible defensive game against Jokic 2 nights ago. I really like what they're doing over there. They've been insanely physical with him. It looks like they're holding Jokic down. It looks like the Timberwolves have the number on Nikola Jokic. He's not playing at his full potential. Then I look at the box score. He had 24, 15, and 8 still. What? Bruh. Skyrocket score with the follow. Thank you, bro. Lakers game not going to 7, bro. We finishing Rockets in 5. The Dawn. I am a Lakers fan. You are talking directly to a Lakers fan right here. Right above my head. Right above my head, TikTok people. Holy crap. What does it say? Someone's read it out loud for me. Predictions made before round 1. Everyone thinks that, like, I watched the games last night and I saw the Lakers go up 2-0, and I was like, what's the dumbest thing I could ever say? How about Lakers in 7? Brother, I made these picks before the round even started. But also, as a Lakers fan, I hope you know this, do not be surprised if the Lakers drop the next 2 games at Houston. I know it would be awesome for LeBron to go out and win as quickly as possible in this series, but I would not be surprised if they do lose the next 2 games in Houston. Just kind of the way that LeBron and the Lakers have worked over the past few seasons, man. It's kind of how he does things in the playoffs. Do I know who Anthony Edwards is? Basketball player, right? Black dude, tall, jumps high. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Elijah. I'm from Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Georgia. Are you a Georgia Bulldog fan or a student there?
I am a fan, not a student.
Fan, not a student. Are you in college yet, or are you still in high school?
I am out of high school, not in college, but I do sales and marketing.
Bro, that is absolutely awesome. I love a good working man who also watches ball and loves talking ball. So you're on the phone right now. My friend Elijah from Georgia. What did you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about the Hawks. How far do you think the Hawks are getting in this playoffs? I think they're a sleeper.
So you have them getting past New York?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Yeah. I think they personally – do you think they win the next 2 games, or do you think it goes back to New York 2-2?
I honestly think we win the next 2 home games. I think that CJ got our young bucks looking good and comfortable on a road game and showed them that we can beat them on a road game. So I think we're going to come in hot on these home games.
Elijah, and you mentioned it, CJ got these guys going, but Jalen Johnson hasn't even showed up yet. Like,
I was going to say, we also got to keep in mind, we just won 1 game on the road, and Nikhil Alexander-Walker and Jalen Johnson ain't even hooping.
They're not even playing, dude. I think you guys can get past New York. I'm going to stick to my prediction. I do struggle with the idea of you guys getting past the Cavaliers just because the Cavs have looked so good so far, bro. They look unbelievable.
I know, but
they look really tough.
I agree with you. I think the only problem, I think we'll be able to contain Mitchell and Harden.
Sure.
I think we're going to really struggle with Mobley and Allen back there. I think that's going to be a little hard with both of those bigs.
Yeah. 2 7-footers back there is really tough to deal with. But the Hawks are a year ahead of schedule, in my opinion. You know, obviously the glaring thing that I see on the box score, and I won't talk about it too much, but Zachary Richarche, number 1 overall pick, DNP is really tough to see in the playoffs. But I still think you guys are like a piece or 2 away and already having great success. You guys have someone's draft pick in the lottery, don't you?
Pelicans. We have Pelicans draft picks.
Dude,
we're
you might be adding
7 right now. We're probably going to get. I don't know how I feel about it. We're projected to get the point guard from Arkansas, which I mean he's a hooper, but I would rather get like a certified
you need a 5.
big.
You
get a big, like a certified big, because a Conwell he can play big, but he's coming out of his regular position. He's more of a stretch.
He's a 4.
Attack the basket, get a little bit of boards. He's not like a designated big.
Yeah. I really like Okongwu. He's been shooting the 3 ball really well for this team. He's stretching the floor, like you said. But if you guys did get a true traditional big in there, I think it'd really help the squad out a lot. Elijah, you are the absolute man. Thank you for calling in. You got the Hawks moving on in this thing. Before you go, brother, I'm doing a question of the day. Who is the better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Oof. That one's hard.
Isn't that hard? Both number 1 overall picks, both Heisman Trophy winners, both national champions, both kind of disappointing in the NFL, but have made playoff games. Like, it's hard.
I see the people in the comments talking about the Hawks. The Hawks. Hey, I have the Hawks winning the finals. That's just. I mean, I know I'm an egotistical.
Yeah, you're a fan, bro.
Fan, but
that's what you're supposed to have.
The Hawks are only going to struggle with Boston and OKC, in my opinion. But to go back to your question, I think Bryce Young. He's shorter. And he has more of a – I feel like he has more of a challenge as a QB in the NFL. I don't know. I just feel like he has more of a dog. He's getting hated on by the whole social media and internet, and he can't overcome that. And he's balling now.
Yeah. Elijah, you're the absolute man, bro. Please hit that follow button here on Twitch, on YouTube, everywhere you watch the show, dog. And we'll God bless and talk to you soon.
God bless, Zach. Followed you right now. Thanks for having me.
You're the man. Peace out. There he is, Lil Bell 039. My guy, what up, Zach? Good to see you, bro. My favorite part about that call with Elijah, and I was like, who's better, Bryce Young or T-Law? And he's like, Bryce Young because he's shorter, because he gets hated on, and because he's got that dog in him. Let's go. We're going to call right now from my guy, Trey. My guy, Trey from VA. What up, brother? Good to see you, dog. We talked last night, talking ball again today. Brother, God is good, man. Ball is life.
Amen. God is good. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing well, just talking ball, hanging out with the homies. We are rolling in the show. Do you want to start with the question of the day? Because I've been asking everybody, and I'm sure you just heard it, who's a better quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I would go with T-Law.
Is that is that just an intangibles thing?
That's a big part of it. I'm of the belief that Bryce Young can never be too successful because he's too short. He can't see over his lineman, and that's just kind of a problem. Like when you look like a high schooler in pads, that's an issue. But more also, like, if we're talking ceiling, I think Trevor Lawrence also has a way higher ceiling. Obviously, he was touted as like a generational prospect coming out of the draft. I think we've seen glimpses of that. Like, if you look at his second half against the Chargers in the playoffs where he throws for 4 touchdowns.
No, we don't have to look at that. No, we don't.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're a Chargers guy.
Yeah, no, we don't have to look at that. But go on.
No, yeah. Well, I was just going to say, so obviously there's that. But then, Trevor Lawrence also has a way better frame. He's much bigger, much more solid. He can actually see over his O-linemen, which is helpful. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like personally, I'm more of I'm not really either of them like fan per se because I don't think either of them are that good. But I think T-Law's a little better.
Trey. The Portland Trailblazers just posted a video on Twitter 1 hour ago of Damian Lillard shooting threes on the court in a warm-up jersey with the side-eye emoji. No. Are we going to get Dame Lillard back in this series and no Wemby?
Dude, that would actually be nasty.
Bro, the side-eye emoji is so telling. Apparently there's reports that there's...
And I know he can still shoot. He definitely can still shoot if they just throw him in the corner.
Dude, there are reports right now, and Joe, thanks for alerting me to this, bro. There are reports right now circulating that there's a chance that he comes back Friday.
That would be crazy. Well, have you seen some of like the college basketball reports today that have come out?
No, what's happening with college basketball?
Well, so there's a report that came out from the Field of 68. Typically they're pretty reliable. AJ Dybonsa is giving an announcement tomorrow, and there's now a rumor that the Field of 68 has reported on first that Dybonsa might be considering a return to college to go to UMass, which was like his childhood college.
That would be the funniest thing in the entire world, bro. Didn't he get paid
I highly doubt
$10
it
million?
happens, but it would be hilarious.
Didn't he get paid like $10 million by BYU to play there?
Yeah, he got paid a whole bag. He got paid a ton of money.
UMass is going to be like, hey, we've got like $100K and then like a IOU.
Yeah, no, literally. They're like, listen, bro, you're going to have to play here for free, but if you really want to come, we're definitely not going to say no. So
yeah. I just saw, Acuff has declared for the draft, so he's going. I haven't seen, and then I saw Tanner Houck is returning to Florida.
Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty huge for Florida.
Yeah. Yo, if Dame comes back in this series, him and Scoot Henderson, you got Denny Advey on that team, Klingon playing good basketball. I think they beat the Spurs in this series.
I assume that what would happen is that Dame, because of his like Achilles, might take more of like a spot up role where you have like Denny and Scoot as like the primary ball handlers and drivers, and then Dame just kind of sits in a corner.
Dude, C43 just said they win in 6 games, if so. If Dame comes back and Wemby is out for the next 2 games, man, that'd be very interesting.
I don't think they win in 6. I think even if Dame comes back, it would take 7. This Spurs team's really good, even without Wemby.
Let's just say no Wemby, no Dame the rest of the series, and it's exactly how it is right now. Who do you think wins this series? It's knotted up 1 apiece.
I would say Spurs in 6. No Dame, no Wemby. I'd say Spurs in 6.
Yeah, because you watch this team play without Wembanyama, and they looked fine without him pretty much all season.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I feel like a lot of people have like a misunderstanding of the Spurs. I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding of the Celtics too, because I've seen some people that are saying like, oh, the Sixers are about to push this series, it's going 7. Like, no, the Celtics just had like one of the worst nights in the history of like the playoffs for 3-point shooting, and that's not going to happen every night. Like.
Yeah, they missed 37 3-pointers, which is the most in franchise history in a playoff game.
Yeah, like that's just not going to happen again for the rest of the series. That probably won't happen again for the rest of the playoffs. So it's like, to think that the Sixers are just going to be able to pull that off. Because if the Celtics don't shoot historically bad, they probably win.
Easily.
So,
yeah, they lost by 14 and they missed 37 3-pointers.
Yeah, like if they literally out of those 37 missed threes, if they hit 5, they win that game.
Yeah, Matt is in here. Matt, I love when like a guy comes in with a take. Like my guy Matt from Philly came in and was like, talking about the Sixers being able to beat the Celtics. I forget that they stay in the live for a little bit, so now he's like popping off like, nah, you guys are wrong. Big ifs. But he is right. The big game tonight that everyone's looking forward to is going to be Pistons and Magic. Obviously, Paolo Banchero just for whatever reason was sandbagging all regular season and is now like the best player in the world.
And even in that first play, he didn't look great. I guess he kind of just decided to lock in after the fact.
Yeah, you I think hopped on the phone with us the other day and said what the game plan for Orlando. You were really high on the game plan from the coach over there.
Yes, very much so. Their game plan is literally just put 3 guys on Jalen Duren so that he doesn't dominate the paint, and then basically just acquiesce, just be like, Cade, you can score however much you want. We'll just let you score 40 every game. And they're basically going to say, like, all right, you guys can do that. We're going to stop everybody else from scoring and just force Cade to either do it all on his own or they'll lose. And I think that's a great game plan. When you take away Cade's ability to play make through Duren, you take away Cade's ability to kind of like play make to a lot of people because you're basically locking everyone down outside of Cade, then it kind of takes away Cade's biggest thing, because I think Cade at his best is a facilitator, because Cade is a very inefficient shooter most nights. So I think it's a good idea. And then on top of that, Paolo's playing really well.
Paolo's playing very, very good basketball. It wasn't something I was expecting, but yeah, it's crazy. Usually teams want to, remember the old Patriot way with Bill Belichick? He would take away your best player, no matter who it was, on offense. Yep. He would take away your best weapon. The Magic were just like, hey, we're going to let their best weapon absolutely do whatever he wants, except for pass the ball, which is his greatest attribute.
It's genius, because Cade is, like, at his best, an amazing facilitator. But that's the thing. You take away a facilitator's ability to facilitate, all of a sudden, oh, boy, there's a problem.
It is. So tonight, it's in Detroit again. Does Detroit get their first home playoff win since 2006?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think I do think the game plan is good. But I have 2 problems. The first is that I don't know if Paolo Banchero can continue to be this good. I just don't know if I trust it. And then the second thing is this Detroit team, I think, is just too good to be held down by Orlando. Like, I think Orlando's a solid team. I just think Detroit is a better basketball team. So I think Detroit probably wins tonight.
I like it, brother. Trey is he's very, very sharp with all sports, especially college football, which is going to be heating up for us in just a moment here. Obviously, the draft is tomorrow. Trey calls in every show. You can find him in the TikTok chat at Retrospect. That is his name. And then the name of the podcast, Trey, if you want to shout that out for the people.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. I'm on the We Don't Know Ball podcast with my friends Justin and Jules. We put out 2 episodes every week, one for football and one for basketball. We cover that stuff pretty extensively. We just put out 2 videos yesterday, yesterday and the day before, talking about obviously round 1 and then the first game that we saw, as well as we put out mock drafts for the first 15 picks of the first round. So if you guys are interested in the draft, definitely check that out. Would appreciate it. We Don't Know Ball podcast.
We Don't Know Ball. Dude knows his stuff. C43, you are absolutely right. Trey does know his stuff. Dog, thanks for joining the show. Thanks for calling in, bro. We'll talk to you again maybe later tonight or tomorrow.
At some point for sure, bro. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, dog. Peace out, Trey.
All right, see you, man.
That's my guy, Trey. He knows his stuff. He's unbelievable with ball. JD Walker's in the chat. My guy, JD, what's up? Got done with orientation today. Let's go. JD just got a new job. Celebrate good times, brother. And the Angels have beat the Blue Jays! The Angels win against the Blue Jays 7-3. Unbelievable stuff from My Halos. Brother, what up? You are live on TBWZ, widescreen radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Cody, man, and I am currently from San Antonio, Texas, my man.
Cody from San Antonio. Dude, San Antonio gets a bad rap. I was there last summer. I really enjoyed myself. I went for a run along the Riverwalk. It's a nice little city, dude.
I know, man. It really is. Because I do want to say, man, San Antonio is really good for Fiesta, man.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, even with the Spurs, man.
Bro, can you answer me something? So on game 1, they dressed up with the Fiesta colors. Is that like San Antonio's Mardi Gras? Like, what is Fiesta?
Fiesta is basically a week. It's basically a week that everyone in San Antonio, we all get to show the cultures and your medals. You get to show everything, my man. You get to show you got to show off from the back in the days, and from people really want to show what San Antonio is really about. And I'm very happy that people indeed still do it to this day. They still show love to everyone in the world.
There's a really strong Latino culture there. It's like it's very much more cultured than the rest of Texas. San Antonio is a great spot. You're calling to the show, bro. I'm sure you want to talk about it. Victor Wembanyama got down with a concussion.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This morning, I woke up and I was hearing on the ABC News from New York. I was like, man, I was already hearing from my dad. I was already hearing from my cousins, man. We were all watching the game.
Yeah.
After seeing Wemby go down, I do want to say that if there is a way Wemby could come back, I will want to say this, that when Victor Wembanyama, he should come back sooner, not later, man.
Oh, you want him to rush back from the concussion?
Yes, because I mean, I do clearly understand that it is indeed a concussion, and you do got to think about it. His head rocked back twice, in which that's not really good because he could have got a coma. He could have had. And you do got to remember this. At the end of the day, he was indeed in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Wembanyama already knew that after that happened, he already knew that he was gonna have to go to the locker room. He already knew it.
Yeah. But we're out here competing for titles. So if the price of winning a championship is like a bump on the head or maybe like getting knocked down on the court, like we take that. You know what I mean? Because we're warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And you need your number one guy to be that guy. For me, this is the ultimate opportunity for Victor Wembanyama to prove that he's not as European as he looks. To prove that he's a real American, he rushes back from this injury quick.
Yeah, and you do got to think about this at the end of the day. Victor Wembanyama, ever since he came to the Spurs, no matter what, man, everyone this year in February, he showed off his personality. He showed what team he was playing for. And everyone in the NBA, they already knew that Victor Wembanyama, he was going to be a number one player that was going to be able to fight for his team and fight for the wins and fight for everything. Because back in February, man, they were winning back to back. But
yeah,
I do want to say that if the Denver Nuggets are indeed going to win, if they win, Victor Wembanyama, he needs to come around. He needs to come back around one of those weeks, because if he's not there, the Spurs are definitely going to be doomed.
No,
and
they are.
I do want to say this. After losing so much people last night to fingers and to a bunch of fouls,
wrists,
it really wasn't a good way to call it. It really wasn't a good way to call ref. Even the Spurs coach, he was, after looking at him on TV, and also my cousin was also at the game. I wanted to go with him, but I currently was at work and I was.
How much were? What were ticket prices like last night?
Ticket prices were. Wait. Can you say that one more time? My fault, man. I could not hear you there.
No, you said you almost went to the game last night, but you were working. What were the ticket prices looking like?
The ticket prices were indeed like above. Hey, man, I do want to say this, man. If anyone is here from TikTok, if y'all live in San Antonio, I do want to say this. Whenever it comes to game days, I do indeed want to say this, that you guys should go to downtown, and HEB and the Spurs, they give out free tickets. They were giving out free tickets, free jerseys. They were showing all love.
HEB is the greatest grocery store in America, right?
Yes, sir, man. It really is, because I remember one time last year in Christmas time, whenever I went there with my grandma, I was shopping with my grandma, and automatically while we were shopping, this lady, so basically all the cashiers were all the stuff was all not working, and basically what happened, ever since it wasn't working, I automatically told myself, I had said, and then all of a sudden I came back from the restroom. I went to the restroom, and then I came outside, and then the lady said, we're going to bless you guys today. We're going to bless you guys with $100 in free groceries, because apparently their their cashiers were not working, and the systems were down. So everyone got free groceries. It was a very good day that day.
That's awesome, bro. That's so sick. Dog, this is the first time I think you've called into the show. Absolutely electric stuff. I'd love for you to follow the show and keep calling back. We do have a time limit on phone calls, but before you go, question of the day: who's the better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
The greatest quarterback in the NFL. I do want to say this, man, from the bottom of my heart, and being from San Antonio, Texas, I do want to say that one of my son Joshua, his favorite quarterback, and I do want to say this: he really deserved the reward. He really deserved it this year, but they did not want to give it to him. I would have to say,
Justin
if
Herbert.
Dak Prescott really tried harder, he would have got comeback of the year. And you do got to think about this. He was indeed a great quarterback. He fought for the playoffs. He was showing love, and he was also helping out. He was also helping out the team, getting back from Marshawn Nealon, his passing, and it was really sad. It was also, I do want to say that ever since playoff hopes went away, I do want to say that no matter what, at the end of the day, they were fighting for brotherhood, and they were also fighting for love. And which, upon the draft tomorrow, I do want to say that the Dallas Cowboys have indeed announced that George Pickens is still he's not gonna get traded. And you do got to remember this year in 2026, whenever the NFL season starts.
Sure.
People are going to be looking for George Pickens' trades, but lately no one wants him because remember this: Dallas wants to keep him, Stephon Jones wants to keep him, but overall, the best quarterback in the NFL, I do want to say, is Tom Brady, because I do want to say that no matter what, at the end of the day, if you guys were not watching that one stream whenever they were doing play football and it was on Netflix, I saw it with my son. I do want to say, remember this: he's in his 40s and he is still trying out hard. He is still trying hard in his 40s, man. That is a
still out here working. Still out here working. Still out here grinding.
He's still trying hard, man.
Bro, you're such a beast, bro. And you've got a son. Shout out to your son. Shout out to being a great father. We're gonna keep it rolling with today's show. But brother, thank you for calling in. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, dog?
All right, man. I will call. I will call you, man. With after the Spurs game, man, I will indeed call you. I trust you, man.
Love it, bro. Talk soon. Peace. Dude, that guy absolutely rules. That bro absolutely rules. I missed his name at the beginning, so I never wrote it down, so I'm super sorry about that, brother. But that guy absolutely rules so hard. Do you want to know why that guy rocks? He's a true sports fan through and through. I asked him, who's a better quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence? He said Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott is his quarterback. That is a fan. At the end of the day, the best thing you could be in life is an absolute fan. What is going on right now? Whoever's calling in, I only one call per show, brother. One call per show. Right? Someone left me a voicemail today. Should we listen to this? All right. That was the voicemail. C4 is in here sharing the live with people. I hope you shared it with someone who's cool or a hot chick. That'd be cool if I got married based off this show. Some girl calls in like, hey, I love your ball takes. Okay. You want to see? All right, never mind. I'm not going to say any of that stuff. Fellas, as we continue to roll with the show, I think it might be a good time to start doing predictions for tonight's game if anybody wants to get into some of that action. We obviously have a incredible game tonight, the beginning of in about an hour now from tip-off, between the Magic and the Pistons. We heard Trey call in and drop some great ball knowledge on us about the schematic way. Hey, whoever the 701 number is, one call per show, bro. One call per show, 701. The Magic and the Pistons game is what everyone is super, super, super excited for. We're all stoked on it. The question is, what Pistons team shows up? Because the Pistons team that showed up in game one was not the Pistons team that we have seen all season. All season, we saw a tough, physical defense from Detroit, being led by Cade Cunningham and being able to dish the ball to the people and be a true playmaker. The one thing about Detroit is the one thing that I keep saying about New York. And whoever that 701 number is, we only do one call per show. One call per show, 701 number. Unless I never took your call. Chat in the chat below if I never took your call, 701. Avix says 76ers and 7, bro. I don't think so. Tresh said Dak Prescott is underrated. I absolutely agree with that, Dak Prescott being underrated part. He was, for me, a top 5 quarterback last year. It was Justin Herbert, number 1, obviously. And then Justin Herbert 2, probably. And then Drake May was like 7th. What up, brother? I know who you are, but let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, how you doing, Zach?
Good. How are you, bro? Why you're so far away from your phone right now?
Yeah, I'm announcing track right now, and I just got bored. I'm waiting for these 100-meter hurdles to finish up.
You're waiting for the 100-meter hurdles, brother. We can't really hear you that well, Alex, my guy. But since we do have you on the phone line right now, we saw the Nuggets and the Timberwolves series get knotted up at 1 apiece. It is going back to Minnesota. A bunch of people are in my mentions right now saying that Minnesota is going to win this series. I think if Jokic calms down a little bit, I think they'll be fine in this series. But Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle do seem to be playing pretty good defense on Jokic.
They do. They are playing some good defense. I mean, they're going man-to-man. They're double-teaming Jokic. They're even running a triple team, and they're attacking the Nuggets weakness. It's inside the corner. It's inside the paint. If you get through the Nuggets inside the paint, and that's why McDaniels shout out the Nuggets, just the defense. But I think that's a horrible comment for McDaniels to say on us. I honestly think if I'm the Nuggets, I'll be pissed. And I wouldn't be shocked to see a fight tomorrow. Or the Nuggets do some pushing and shoving. Be like, hey, McDaniels, we're going to get you back. Aaron Gordon already said comments about it. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
I think the team doesn't care. I think they're going to get their revenge back. And I think that's the biggest thing.
A fight would be absolutely awesome. Alex, it's a little bit tough to hear you, so we're going to let you go. But before you go, I'm doing a question of the day. Who's a better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
I'm doing Bo Nix, man. I mean, my question of the day is I say Justin Herbert, man. I think Bo Nix is better than Justin Herbert because who's won a division? Bo Nix. Who's won a playoff game? Bo Nix. So I'm going Bo Nix, and I really think Bo Nix is a better quarterback. I think Justin Herbert can't win a playoff game.
Hey, shut up. He's dating Madison Beer.
Okay? Yeah, but at least who already has a kid? Bo Nix.
He's dating a pop star.
Okay, but yeah, Bo Nix got a kid, and, he's got a couple of them.
I'm done with this conversation, Alex. Gosh dang it, Alex. Hopefully you call back later when we can hear you a little bit, brother. God bless you. I love you.
Yep. See you, man.
How dare he say that about Justin Herbert? Bo Nix is better than Justin Herbert? Are you kidding me? Have you seen Justin Herbert's girlfriend? I don't know how you guys measure quarterback play. I measure quarterback play by who has the hottest chick on the sidelines, and Justin Herbert, 1-1, brother. He's got them all. Avik said if Edgecombe and PG get around 15-plus a game, they can easily hang in time for Embiid to be back. I don't know. I mean, someone got mad at me earlier for this conversation that I was having with Trey, but the Celtics had the worst shooting night they've had all season. They shot 26% from 3. That's not going to happen again. They're not going to have another game where they shoot 26% from 3. If they just shot 30%, they would have won the game because they shot so many threes. It does worry me, however, though, Avik, that, hey, who got a kid? Bo Nix. Alex Davis. Okay, there he is. Gosh dang it. Guys, do I follow you, Alex? Boom, followed. Your argument for Bo Nix being better than Justin Herbert is Bo Nix has a kid and mine is Justin Herbert's dating Madison Beer. It's the most sports radio conversation I've ever heard in my life. That is the peak of TBWZ. It's the best this show could ever get. Is me arguing with a dude about what quarterback is better based on who they're dating and how many children they have. And basically where they spread their seed matters. I'm a seed spreader. That was so inappropriate. I think, all right. Yeah, Zach, call in. But we're going to try to stick to sports a little bit, okay, bro? My friend Zach is calling in. He's a Fisher. We're going to ask him a couple of questions about the Broncos because he does like the Broncos. But ultimately, we're just going to pick his brain. Does anybody have a question for Zach, my friend who is a Fisher? If anybody wants to ask him a question live, please type it in the chat below. I mean, look up it. Okay, all right. The Steelers are screwed. No quarterback plus bad coaching equals first losing season since the 1990s. That's exactly what you want as a Steelers fan, in my opinion. I've had this take for a little while. I haven't been able to fully hash it out and flesh it out like a normal human would. But I believe that the best thing that the Steelers could do is actually lose games. The reason that they're in the position they are right now is because they haven't lost enough. They haven't had a good first-round pick. They haven't had an opportunity to improve in the draft. I'm about to call in, just waiting for my mom to talk to me. All right, we're on the phone right now with Zach, though. My guy, Zach from North Dakota. What up, bro? How are you?
Good. How about you? Just
good.
Got done fishing for a while on my birthday, and then I'm just chilling right now.
You went on a little birthday fishing trip, running solo dolo on those birds?
Yeah, I caught 20 pike.
20 pike on your birthday? On your 20th birthday?
Yeah.
20 pike for 20?
Yeah.
Are you going to dinner tonight with the family to celebrate?
Yeah. And then also, I was going to say, I agree with Alex on the whole Bo Nix thing.
No, you don't.
I'm a Broncos fan, too. I can't disagree.
Okay, he just said Justin Choker though instead of Justin Herbert, like a total jerk.
I disagree with that. But
that was too far, right?
It was.
Yeah.
But between Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence,
yes,
I would have to say Trevor Lawrence is hotter, but Bryce Young is better.
That's good. That is great. I love what we're doing there. We rate quarterbacks based on hotness and on play on the field. Justin Herbert is much hotter than Bo Nix, though. We will give you that, right? Hotter guy?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that at least.
Thank you. And I'd rather have my quarterback be hot than win playoff games, right?
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you that.
Or at least a guy like me, like an LA, fruity boy like me would like that, a liberal.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Good. Zach, any other plans for your birthday, bro?
Going to my family's house that has some Alfredo with them. Just got some random presents from people, and then nice. I just went fishing and thinking about the Broncos season. That's about it.
Thinking about the Broncos season, having fun, hanging out with the family. You said you're having Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo pasta?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that your favorite food or something, or is that just like family tradition?
Well, yeah, it's my favorite food, and they can't make much else because they're not the richest family in the world. So.
Yeah. Do they know how to cook well?
So. Yeah, they know how to cook good. So.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I still think Chargers are going to win the division as long as their O-line stays good.
Yeah.
I think we're going to still make the playoffs and beat you guys, but I still think you guys are going to win the division.
That hurts my feelings. Zach, do you have Venmo?
Yes, I do.
Drop your Venmo right now. I'll put it in the chat, and everyone can send you $10.
All right, let me put you on speakerphone real fast.
Okay. I need some waiting music. I need bing, ding, bing, bing.
Give me 1 second here.
Okay. All right. Well, now he's yelling at me, so I don't know if I'm going to give him any of that money back. He's screaming at me.
I'm just sitting outside enjoying the 80-degree day.
Bro, congratulations on that 80 degrees in North Dakota. It's a beautiful one. I can't believe you caught 20 fish. What's up, Swaggy?
It's pretty much 20 fish any day I go lately. So
you're just balling out in fish world.
Yeah. So
Bro's fishing with a net.
Sport. Oh no, I'm just using what was it? What was I using? Fuck. I was using smelt. There we go.
Smelt. Nice. Zach's birthday is right now. He's giving us his Venmo because I'm going to send him $10. Anybody else in the chat want to send him $5? Do your thing. Bro, we share the same birthday. Judah, nice try. Millie Josh, New York City. You think underdogs win tonight? I think Detroit wins, and I think Thunder win.
When I went to fish today, actually, somebody had the same exact birthday as me when I went to the fishing spot.
422 is a strong birthday. What are you, a Scorpio?
I think it's Taurus.
Yeah. Do you align with your star sign?
I would say no.
Okay. What is?
Because I don't know much about those kind of things. So
it's okay.
So I don't know but I just have no idea.
I don't know a lot of stuff about a lot of things. Judah is also born today. He's 14. I'm a Taurus. I'm being so for real. Judah, I was just messing around. I totally believe you. You're the absolute man, Judah.
I had to sign into my Venmo because I haven't been on it in a minute.
All right, Zach, what is that? What same birthday as MGK and Jack Nicholson?
That's insane.
Dude, you and MGK must be connected somehow. Do you like his music?
I'm I like weird music, to be honest, so probably not.
Do you got that Venmo, Zach?
I'm trying to get to it. I haven't used Venmo in a while, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
okay, I'm putting it in the YouTube chat right now, at least.
It's getting dropped right now in the YouTube chat. Zach, post that in there, and I'm gonna drop it to all the people. But I got some more callers coming in, so we're gonna cut this thing loose. Should I sing you happy birthday one more time?
If you want to, that's up to you.
Okay. How was it? Was it?
And it is in the chat for you. So.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zach. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Thank
brother,
you.
and to Judah.
Thank you, Zach. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, bro. Peace out. God bless. Bye. Happy birthday. He dropped it in there. Wolfie18. This is his Venmo if you guys want to send him a couple bucks. Wolfie18874. Boom. Let me see if I can find it. Wolfie18. I hope he has a picture of himself as his profile picture because I don't know what he looks like. There he is. Nope, he doesn't. $10. Happy B. It'd be so funny if pay without confirming. I got 6s and 6, said Colin. All right, I believe you. JD Walker, I can play the guitar. Yes, sir. I can play the guitar with my eyes closed. I wrote a really cool riff, actually, the other day. I don't have any lyrics for it. Do we want to write a song about LeBron? Does anybody want to write a song about LeBron with me? JD Walker, what up, brother? How are you doing today, dog?
Pretty good.
Okay. What can make it
for these playoff games tonight?
You're excited for the hockey games tonight is what you're saying, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Dallas Stars. Hopefully we take game 3.
Hopefully we get game 3 from these fellas. What is it going to take?
It's going to take Ottinger being on top of his game. We can't allow the middle to them because then Quinn Hughes just always puts the puck on the right spot, right on their stick, and Quinn Hughes is amazing.
Whoa.
So we're going to have to shut down Quinn Hughes and then slow down Matt Goldie.
Slow down Goldie.
If we do that.
Yeah. If you do that, it's possible. JD, the hockey is absolutely getting hot right now. We saw the Penguinos lose 2 games at home. That series is done, right? And Carolina, that series is done?
Ottawa fans are more rowdy, so I think Ottawa can win at home. But I think the Philly one is over, which I'm happy about because I called that one.
You called Philly upsetting with 2-0 over the Penguinos.
Yes. I also don't like Sidney Crosby. So.
Well, what is it with Sidney Crosby?
You know,
is it because he's Canadian?
I don't want to say I hate Canadians.
You can.
But I hate Canadians.
There we go. Unbelievable.
I don't like them because, they booed our anthem in the Four Nations.
Okay.
Then we showed them whose sport it was, and then they all got mad saying who was the better team that day. And I was like, it was us, obviously, because we won.
Yeah, gold medal winners too.
Exactly. It's our sport.
I just got in trouble on TikTok.
Oh, because I said I hate Canadians.
No way! No!
I'm so sorry, Jack. Oh, I apologize.
Oh.
I should have thought about that.
No, it's okay. This restriction is too strict. Hate speech and dude. Oh no. Usually it just oh man, this stinks. Usually it just tells me I'm in trouble, but it just said I've been banned from TikTok Live for the next 3 days again, and I just got it back last night.
Yeah.
Dude, what are the hockey games tonight that we're looking out for? Tonight is Stars and Wild, right?
Stars, Wild. I believe we got some other ones. Let's see, actually. We got Penguins, Flyers, and then we got Ducks and Oilers today.
We got Ducks and Oilers today. I got to submit this appeal, brother. JD, unbelievable stuff. And your Thunder. No, it was not your fault. You're totally fine. And And the Thunder do play again tonight, brother.
Right,
There's
I'm
no
not worried
shot
about
they.
that one.
There's no shot they lose.
Oh, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put jinxes out there because I believe in it. But I have a high confidence that we're going to win.
I absolutely love it. JD, you're the absolute man, brother. Thank you for being a part of this show. Loyal listener, loyal fan.
Sure.
Dog, we're going to keep rolling. Talk to you soon.
Oh, and to answer your question of the day.
Yes, please.
It is Bryce Young.
Bryce Young now is 8. T-Law has 3. Dak Prescott has 1. Brother JD, you're the absolute man.
But Dak Prescott's my quarterback.
And Dak Prescott is your quarterback. You got to stay true to him. Brother, God bless you. Talk soon.
Yes, sir. God bless. Bye.
Peace. This is the clip that they said I got in trouble for.
What is it with Sidney Crosby?
Oh, it is this.
Is it because he's Canadian?
I don't want to say I hate Canadians.
You can.
I'm also at fault because I said he can. New strike added. You received a new strike because of recent violation. Multiple strikes can cause account suspension. Tap view more to see the status of your account. I got my first warning. I now have an account strike. You've received a strike on our account for violating our community guidelines. Accumulating 2 more strikes for a similar violation could result in an account ban. So it looks like current violations, content warning, streamed on 4/18. What is this? Warning received. Okay, that's when I said ching chong bing bong. And then the new one was JD saying he hates Canadians. Unbelievable. First warning, content violation. Do you understand how your account will be affected? No. I don't know how to remove this strike. Stored content violation, enforcement measures. Gosh dang it. The best part about this whole thing is we get to go live on TBWZ Clips, which is XD1's account. XD1's account, we hit record numbers on last time I was live over there. So this is a blessing in disguise because my top numbers that I got today on TikTok Live are going to be like 40. Like 40, not even that. It was like 30 people was the most I got. When I was live on XD's account on TBWZ Clips, that's when I got up to like 150. I like broke records over there. So it should be good. My one worry is telling everybody that I'm going to be live every single night and then only being live twice in the past 8 days is a really horrible look for me. But it's okay. We have fun. My worry is that the account actually gets banned forever. And it'd just be hilarious that there's like people posting actual pornography on TikTok right now. And like kids are seeing some of those horrible things. And you can just sell drugs basically right now on TikTok.com. And yet me talking about sports and someone joking around about Sidney Crosby, they're like, yeah, let's ban this guy for life. It's craziness. They're what is it called? Their priorities are completely awry. As Julio Rodriguez gets an RBI infield single, J.P. Crawford scores the 4th run for Seattle. So now it is 4-3 Seattle. We're doing a live watch along of that game. Well, this just came to a grinding halt. Should we just go live on TBWZ Clips account right now? Let's do it. His name is LeBron James. Their terms of service is the most broken system ever. Yeah, it's really, really strange. I really don't like it at all. They kind of just are like flying by the shirt of their pants. Flying by the shirt of their pants? Does that make any sense? Flying by the seat of their pants? Is that what I meant to say? I have a friend that works at TikTok, though, so I'm going to give him a call after this and be like, brother, can you help me out? My friend who's an agent as all, but I do feel awful sorry. No, I egged you on. I totally egged you on. I said you should say it. You stopped yourself, and I was like, no, say it, bro. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm always here for the funny. You know what I mean? And TikTok is not always here to like have laughs and have a good time and be silly and funny. But we're back live on TBWZ Clips account. Let's go, TBWZ Clips. Jay is in here. What up, dog? I got my predictions back up. Every one of these New York Knicks fans was saying I'm the biggest idiot in the world, and then the game happened, and they watched their Knicks lose to the Hawks, and I'm like, ha ha. Guess who's the smartest guy you know? You didn't have to cut me off. What up, XD1? Good to see you, brother. We got like 30 minutes left in the show. XD1 at the buzz. I got in trouble again on TikTok, and so now I'm live on your account. That is always fun. Let's hope this guy doesn't say something horrible. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yup. It's Jaden from Jacksonville.
Jaden from Florida. Did you come in from TikTok?
Yeah, I did.
Is the audio coming through? Like you can hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Jaden from Florida. Before we get into any NBA stuff, I have a question of the day that I've been asking everyone, and I think you'd have a great answer for this. Who's a better quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Gotta be Bryce Young.
Wow, dude, you're a Jacksonville guy, and you're going with Bryce Young?
Gotta be Bryce Young. So much more potential. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, coming off, Clemson is just, in the league has just never really performed to his full potential. He still hasn't.
We were talking about him as being potential. We were talking about him as being like the next Peyton Manning, and like, where are we at now?
Questionable as a starter at this point. He's so iffy. He's so injury.
He is. He is injury-ridden. He's all over the place. You never know what you're going to get. Brother, we've been doing a lot of NBA talk. Did you have any hot takes that you wanted to get off your chest today, Jaden?
Man, same thing from the beginning, man. I like Wolves in 6.
You still like Wolves in 6? They've been doing a really good job defensively with Jokic. Is that more Gobert or Julius Randle, you think?
I think it's a combination of both. I feel like Jokic isn't like everyone's been talking about. I feel like he doesn't look happy, and I feel like that combination of both of them clicking on all cylinders together is just making him unhappy, and he's just not having a good time out there, man.
Doesn't it? It actually does look like he hates his life right now, and he doesn't even want to be playing basketball.
Yeah, and starting to look more healthy too. Minnesota's clicking on everything, and Denver's got Murray in a dream. Jokic is he's just not showing up, not all the way.
It really does feel like Minnesota was constructed to beat Denver like one-on-one. It wasn't like their whole goal was just like beat Denver, and they brought in Jaden McDaniels, who's a ton of size, man. They look good in the series. Do you think they win both games that are coming up here, or do you think it goes back to Denver 2-2?
I like it going back to Denver 2-2. I like Wolves winning in 6 though, but I like this one going back 2-2.
Emmeline, thank you for the follow. Very nice of you. Yeah, I think it does go 2-2. You say Wolves in 6, so you think they finish it off with the home crowd?
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Brother Jaden, this was good stuff. We have 2 games tonight. Before you go, let me know who you think is going to win in the Pistons and the Magic game.
I like the Pistons tonight, man. I like the Pistons beating the Magic. I just don't think I think the Pistons' capability is just too much for the Magic as an overall team.
Yeah, me too. I think they're going to show up tonight and show up like they did not in Game 1. Brother Jaden, thank you for following along, for watching the show, and calling in, dog. God bless you. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir, dog. Hey, God bless you. Hey, Wolves all the way this year. They winning it all. Hot take.
Wolves all the way. Love it, dog. Peace. My guy Jaden, big Wolves guy. What up, Zach? Said Ryan. What up, Ryan? Said Zach. We got a bunch of people joining in. Hawks in 6. You're bugging. Jeff, did you watch the games? Let me know real quick, Jeffy. Is Jeffy a horribly derogatory thing to call you? I'm sorry if I did. Ryan, thank you for liking the live. Guys, we have 11 likes. If we get up to like 150 or 200 in like a minute, this thing will start blasting off to a lot of people. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I'm sorry. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name were you calling from?
Jason, and from Alaska.
Jason from Alaska. What part of Alaska are you in, bro?
Anchorage,
Alaska. Do you work on like a boat or a rig there or anything?
Nah, I just got family there taking care of them.
Nice, dude. You sound like an awesome bro. JD said, do I play video games? No, not really. I play Red Dead solo, but nothing streaming. My guy, Jason from Alaska. Most people don't know this, but Alaska, that's Lakers town, dude.
No, I'm actually a Cavs fan. So
okay. I just guessed. I was like, maybe you guys are Lakers fans. It's the closest team to you, I think.
No. I lived in Cleveland for a bit, so massive Cavs fan.
I have the Cavs sweeping. I have the Cavs sweeping Toronto in this first series. They've looked great so far. I just fear for any team that's going to be going up against these two 7-footers. Evan Mobley's defense so far in this series has been awesome.
Yeah, no, it's been really fun to watch. Donovan Mitchell, the addition of James Harden really put the missing piece together. I love Darius, but he just could not stay healthy to save his life, and it's just sad to see.
And James Harden is a guy who will be on the floor for you. He does stay healthy.
Yeah.
When like you never knew if Garland was going to be playing or not in this series. I think they sweep Toronto, and then next series I do think they handle the Hawks or the Knicks pretty well and should be able to find themselves in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think the only problem would be the Celtics. They're so good.
The Celtics are so good, dude.
Coming back.
Now, like at the beginning of the season, did you think the Celtics would be a playoff team? Because I thought they were going to be a lottery team.
I did. I've always loved Jaylen Brown. I always thought Jaylen Brown was better than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum just got way more hype because he came out of Duke and everything.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown came out of Cal.
Yeah.
But I think, I truly believe Jaylen Brown is better than Tatum. And I thought he was legit going to carry them.
Yeah. Do you like laughing at Philadelphia 76ers fans?
I feel so bad for them.
Dude, 2016 they drafted Ben Simmons first overall. Third overall, the Celtics drafted Jaylen Brown. The very next year, number 1 overall, the Pistons drafted Markelle Fultz. And number 3 overall, the Celtics drafted Jason Tatum. Is that not just the story of that series?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. At least Paul George's playing good. And that new kid, VJ, he's really good.
He's really good. Jason, this was an awesome call. I thank you for following and calling into the show. Before you go, question of the day, who's a better NFL quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
Shedeur Sanders.
Absolutely love it, bro. Go Shedeur. We're not giving any love to any other quarterback. Jason, you're the man. Stay warm, stay lovely, stay healthy. God bless. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it.
Shedeur. We got a Shedeur vote. He wrote him in. Hey, they wrote me. I never wrote back. What up, T? Is that DTC? Is that the TC? Spurs in 6 or 7, bro? I have Spurs in 6 on this thing. Do you not, TC? Is that you? Pistons and Celtics finna lose? Both of them? They're both going to lose the series, Evan? Or are you saying in the second round? Zach, what do I think about the Blue Jays game? Dude, I love the Blue Jays game. I'm an Angels fan, bro. Of course I love that. Nick Monks, thank you for liking the live. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 likes on the live. That'd be huge. Celtics won, lose, but Pistons definitely lose. Celtics won, lose? I'm so confused, Nick. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Luke, and I'm calling from Connecticut. I called a few days ago.
Yes, you did, Luke from CT. My guy. How's life treating you?
Good.
Good, bro. Have you been watching basketball?
Yeah, I have been a little bit. I watched both the Knicks games, and I watched part of the Celtics game, but not much more.
Were you here when all the New York Knicks fans were attacking me?
Yes.
I mean, I kind of look kind of right at this point now, don't I?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Do you have any hot takes from round 1, Luke, or anything that stood out for you? Do you want to talk about the Wemby injury? Do you want to talk about baseball, ABS, the NFL draft? The world is your oyster.
Well, first to start off, the Wemby injury, I feel like the Spurs are probably still going to win it, but it's going to be much closer, probably in 7.
You got Spurs in 7 in this series. You have Victor Wembanyama coming back at some point?
Maybe in like the 6th game. Earliest, if latest next series. But if they win.
He hit his head really hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not look good. Have you ever had a concussion yourself?
Yes.
I have two.
In the head.
I played football and I got some pretty bad concussions doing that, and it does take some time to recover from. I mean, I wonder what he's going to look like coming back into play. That's a franchise and organization that usually takes their time with their superstars. So I'm interested to see what happens there. But ultimately, the round one has been awesome so far. The only series that's a 2-0 lead is the Lakers over the Rockets.
Oh wait, no, didn't the Cavs win? Aren't they up 2-0?
You're right. The Cavs are up 2-0. My bad. You know ball. I
That's
don't.
fun. Other than that, the other basketball thing I want to talk about is my main take was that I thought the Celtics were going to lose, and I don't think it's looking bad right now. I feel like there's a chance.
You think the Celtics are going to lose to the Sixers?
Yeah, that was like my big thing. I thought that the Sixers had a great chance of winning.
Do you think they could do it without Embiid?
Honestly, yes, but it would be a much better chance if they did have Embiid by like the fourth or fifth game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it would help them greatly.
I've thought that Bona and I thought that Andre Drummond have played really well against Keita. I don't think the Celtics have a true five, so even without Embiid, they have an advantage at that position, in my opinion. And the two guards, bro, VJ Edgecombe and Maxey are going off on a different level, dude.
I know. It's been so fun to watch Maxey.
The score of the Angels game was 7-4. Angels won. Sorry, my buddy Zach was just asking in the Twitch chat what that was all about.
So
they're awesome. Maxey is great, brother. Before you go, my guy Luke from Connecticut, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence, who is the better NFL quarterback? I'm doing a poll today.
I'd say Bryce Young. He led his team really far.
Literally 10 people now have voted for Bryce Young and only 3 for Trevor Lawrence. Wild, wild results out of the poll.
Can I say one last thing before I leave?
You absolutely can, brother.
Switching to baseball, I'm a Mets fan. 12 in a row is
so sorry.
Crazy. I was so pissed last night.
12 in a row?
Yes, 12 in a row we've lost.
And was it Williams again?
Yes, it was Williams again.
That's 2 blown saves in a row?
Yep. We should just put in like Weaver. Weaver's been doing decent, and Williams has been doing horrendous.
Bro, Nolan McLean is the only good thing that whole organization is doing right now. I mean, Bo Bichette I feel bad for. Listen, it's so early, 30 days into baseball. You guys got a lot of time to turn it around, but you're already in quite a hole in that division. It's a really stacked division.
Yeah.
It's tough. Brother, absolutely love it. Luke, thanks for calling in. I'm sorry about your Mets, dog, but God bless you. We'll talk soon.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, peace. Dean Roberts, what up, dog? Welcome to the show. He said, Boston, Philly, you go 7 games. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate you. If I missed anybody's chats, Hawks winning tomorrow night, I'm with you on that one, dog. Luke followed the live creator. Unbelievable. This is not my main account, guys. So this is my my buddy XD, my buddy Ryan's clip account. So hit follow here for clips. And if you want to follow my main account is Take Back with Zach. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. I'm only like 100 and something followers away from 2K. So help me get there. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name are you calling from?
It is Caden Tucker coming from Kansas City.
My guy, Caden. Bro, what is this, 3 days? He hung up. Caden, call back. Caden, call back. Mark my words, Magic to the Eastern Conference Finals, said Nick Monks. My guy, Nick. That is a take and a half, dude. Are you getting there more on the fact that P5 is just that good at ball right now? He's playing unbelievable. Caden, call back. Cavs Thunder final. I actually have Cavs Spurs in my bracket. Watch the Astros come back? No, dude, I hate the Astros. The Astros are a horrible baseball team right now. They've given up the most runs in the league. They can't win. They're not good. The Angels are better. Go Halos. My thing about the Magic is this is a team that at the beginning of the season I was like, dude, this team is going to absolutely win a bunch of games and be a great playoff team. They ended up stinking the entire year. And I'm like, wow, this team is fraudulent. They suck. And then now they're absolutely balling out in the playoffs. I'm like, well, maybe they're good. I have no idea what to do with the Magic, but I'm going to regress towards the mean and think they're not very good. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name were you calling from? He hung up. He got scared and hung up. We lost our 1, 2, and 3 pitchers. I'll give you that one. But even Hunter Brown was not good when he was still playing. You guys need to free Yordan Alvarez. Watch Yordan Alvarez. Guys, officially, Yordan Alvarez is moving at the trade deadline. You heard it here first. Fellas in the TikTok, I've got a stat of the day for you. If you guys want it, say, I want it. If you want this stat of the day, say, I want it, because it's a crazy one. It goes all the way back to 1995. So far, no one has said it. No one wants it. Fortnite Man has joined. The actual Fortnite Man. We're not trading Alvarez. Pena, yes, you are, to the Halos for Bryce Teodosio and Logan O'Hoppe. You can have Logan O'Hoppe. Actually, you can have Taylor Ward. There it is. There it is. Stat of the day, guys. Since 1995, the top 5 organizations in playoff victories in the NBA. At number 5, it's the Celtics with 158. At 4, it's the Miami Heat with 161. At 3, it's the Los Angeles Lakers with 173. At number 2, it's the San Antonio Spurs. What? The San Antonio Spurs with 184. And number 1 organization that has the most playoff wins in the NBA since 1995. Oh, wait a second. It's not an organization. It's a single player. What's his name? His name is LeBron James. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. LeBron has more playoff wins since 1995 than any organization. And I know you guys can do math because you're doing it with me. You're doing it with me. You're like, wait a second. Didn't LeBron get drafted in 2003? He did. But this data since 1995. That means that these organizations that are an 8-season head start, and LeBron still has more playoff wins than them? He's the greatest of all time. He's the best you've ever seen and the best you will ever see. He's the best your kids will ever see. He's the best your grandchildren will ever see. Bro, a lot of you are like 17 years old right now. You do not discount the idea that there's a chance that your children watch LeBron James play in the National Basketball Association. I think he can play till he's 50. Why not? CST, what up, dog? Good to see you again, bro. Or you just followed just now. Thank you for following. Maybe you were already following. I don't know. Oh, we're going to raid Andres. Guys, we can do a raid. I'm going to raid my friend Andres, I think. Jordan better, big brother? No, you're wrong. I say Pistons in 5. I think the Pistons are going to turn it on tonight and everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah. Bro, my road to the show player just got drafted to the Marlins. That's a tough ballpark to hit home runs in. That's tough. I'm not a big, I don't care about what team I get drafted to. I care about the ballpark. But yeah, Lone Depot Park is not an easy one. But you're playing in a division that also has huge ballparks all across. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Lakers in 5, said Jay. What up, Jay? Good to see you, bro. Go Lake Show. I'm a Lakers fan through and through. Dion Burks is here. What up, Dion? What up with Wemby? Wemby's in concussion protocol. So I've had multiple concussions in my life, fellas. I've had one that was so bad that I had a stutter for about a month. I hit my head so hard in a football game that I wasn't able to talk. It was really, really tough. Minnesota Viking fan. Caden Tucker's phone died. We'll call back when you get a little bit of juice. The NBA concussion protocol works as following. You have to have 48 hours, just no activity, no matter what. You're in the protocol, 48 hours, nothing. That's fine because they play Friday, so that part, whatever. After that, though, you need to be symptom-free. Symptom-free is really, really tough with concussions. With a sprained wrist, what are the symptoms? Say it with me, pain, right? Ouch. That is the symptom. But with a concussion, the symptoms can vary from like sensitivity to light, sensitivity to loud noises, a lack of appetite, irritability is a huge one, mood swings, depression is a big symptom, and then ultimately like headaches. That's where like the pain pops in. So the idea that like you have to, one, complete 48 hours and then be completely symptom-free, and then once you're symptom-free, you have to pass your cognitive testing. Now, what does that mean? Jay, thank you for the follow. At the beginning of the season, every player in the NBA takes a cognitive test. This is a test where it's like, there's 4 triangles and name the one that has 3 right angles. And it's like, okay, put this shape with that shape. All right, match the colors and the numbers to the colors. It's like puzzles and stuff. You know what I mean? It's basically like this. It's like an, how do I put this? You know when you see an ad for an IQ test and it's like, well, that's an easy question. I could get that one right. Maybe I have a really high IQ. That's all the test is a bunch of those questions. I had my concussion. My cognitive test at the beginning of the season was a 30. When I tested again post-concussion, I got a 6. So I was love on the spectrum, but worse. I was down. I was way below the spectrum. I was down, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going to get banned on this account too. So Wemby has to, 1, 48 hours, nothing. Second, he has to be completely symptom-free. Once that happens, he has to pass his cognitive testing and get back up to his baseline number. He's also French. So the French, if you guys know, are cool people, but also weak. He's going to take it very easy. Big shot, Nick Kurtz, solo home run, top 9, 1 out, 4th of the year. He ties the game at 4 apiece. A's in Seattle in a barn burner right now. Lakers are winning in 6, gang. Yeah, I made these predictions before round 1 started. I do think Houston wins the next 2 games. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Lakers fan too. If one of the play-in teams wins their matchup, how do you feel about them moving forward? How do I feel about what? A playoff team winning? Like in general? Like the idea of it? Or the actual team on an individual level? Rockets at home win? Yeah, I think they win both at home, in my opinion. It's tough, but that's kind of the way it's been. Bro, the Angels should bring back the blue hat with the halo on the top of the hat. Oh, the California Angels one, where it was up here? We should just go back to being the California Angels. That's what we should do. Caden Tucker, you're the absolute man, bro. You are so sick, dog. I'm going to be hopping off in about 10 minutes, guys, for TikTok people, but I will be live again tonight. Every single night of the postseason, either here on TBWZ _clips or on my regular channel, which is Just Take Back with Zach. Someone just gave me a rose. Whoever that was, this one's for you, lady. There you go. Like the Magic or 76ers, if they win those tough matchups, how do you feel about the rest of the tournament? I mean, if the Sixers get past the Celtics, that'd be pretty crazy. And then who would they play? The winner of the 4-5 matchup? Which is the Cavs? Yeah, they're not getting past the Cavs. There's no shot to get past the Cavs. And then if the Magic do beat the Pistons, they have a shot to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because I don't think New York's going to win their series. So, and Caden, that was you with the rose? Unbelievable, brother. That was your air horn? What a beast. What an honor. What an absolute honor. And you've gotten the dude, Caden Tucker's dropping roses like they're flies. Hawks going to the finals. There we go, Lil Bell. Dion Burks. Between the Lakers and Rockets, JJ Redick is a way better coach than Ime Udoka. Which, Dion, at the beginning of the year, I did not have that take at all. JJ took the job in Los Angeles after the whole situation with Dan Hurley fell through, if you remember that happening. Since then, he's had back-to-back 50-win seasons. He's convinced LeBron James, the best to ever play basketball, to be the third option on this team. He got Luka Doncic to lose 30 pounds. He unlocked Austin Reeves, turning Austin into a role player, from a role player to a superstar, from a role player to an all-star. And he's put this team in a position to win every single night and be successful. The adjustments in the game that we saw last night and the rotations, unbelievable stuff. Ayton was not having a good game. We saw it well into the beginning of the game. Ayton was not playing well. What up, Purcell? Purcell still is just like, yeah, the Knicks win, even though you watched them completely fall apart in the fourth quarter of the last game. If the Knicks just lost the game, that would have been one thing, but to fall apart in the fourth quarter is tough. If you ever come back to Texas, I will. Go to a place called Baves. It's an amazing fried chicken place with unlimited sides, sweet corn, mashed potatoes, green beans, and gravy. That sounds unbelievable, JD. That sounds unbelievable. You think OKC beats the Lakers when that happens? Yeah, I do. I listen, there's two ways to think about that Lakers and OKC series. One, whenever the Lakers played OKC, they absolutely got dominated. It didn't even look close. You either take that as OKC's way better than the Lakers, or, this sounds delusional, maybe JJ Redick and the Lakers were not showing OKC anything. Maybe they were not showing them anything in those games. So, maybe we didn't get an exact representation of what those teams actually look like. One can hope, but no, I don't think we get past the Thunder, in my opinion. Beep, boop, liked alive, unbelievable stuff. What's the latest update on Luka? Dion, what I've gotten in terms of updates on Luka is tough. It's basically, I know I'm going to die. Luka's not coming back for round one. His hamstring did not progress exactly how they thought it was going to progress. And ultimately, they're pretty worried about a longer issue than just the hamstring tear. Thanks, Lil Bell, for the follow. Austin Reeves might be back for Game 6, though. But Luka not till round 2, maybe. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ. This is my guy, Caden.
Yes, sir.
Caden Tucker, my guy, calling in from Kansas City, Missouri. Brother, how you doing, Caden?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited for the games tonight. I'm excited for the games tomorrow.
Me too, dog. Caden's already excited for tomorrow, but, brother, let's pump it a little bit, Doug. We got Magic and Pistons coming up in about 10, 15 minutes here. How you feeling about that one?
Obviously got some nerves on the line here. Got money again on the Pistons here. Obviously, last time the Magic got super hot, Paolo Banchero played out of his mind, but I think the Pistons will take it today.
I think the Pistons got this one as well. What we saw in that first game was Cade Cunningham going off for 39, but the Magic trying to really lock down Jalen Duren. If they could do that twice in a row, that'd be crazy, but I don't know, dude. Cade went for 39 and they lost. It's really, really tough to see.
I think looking at the regular season, Magic has some crazy losses, I would say, for the fact that they're playing so well in the playoffs right now. Which
I think my take on it is game one, the Pistons played very, very, very good basketball all season, and they looked bad game one. The Magic were the exact opposite. They looked like crap all season, and then now they look awesome. I think we're going to just come back to reality a little bit in this series, and we're going to get a Pistons win tonight and probably win in 6. The other game, I don't think there's any chance that Suns are going to take a game from OKC.
No, I think SGA is just too good. I know you're talking about the Lakers and OKC. The Rockets, I believe that they're going to win both at home. KD will, do his thing. Sengun, he hasn't been playing as good as he can, and I think he'll get back for himself there. But
Sengun, the Rockets just don't look like they want to be there, dude.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird for sure.
Yeah, it's really tough.
My predictions that I wanted to ask you, my little take here is, obviously, I've been reading a lot of articles on when Wemby would come back or with his injury, 7 to 10 days or something like that. What is your take? Obviously, you had your predictions beforehand, but what is your take on the Spurs and Trailblazers matchup now, and how do you think that will go in how many games?
I think the Spurs still have enough firepower between Fox and Castle and Vassell and Harrison Barnes. Bryant's played really well. Keldon Johnson obviously just won 6-man. I think the Spurs are going to be fine against Portland. But dude, the Portland Trailblazers today on Twitter posted a video of Damian Lillard shooting threes in a warm-up uniform with the side-eye emoji.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did. They're teasing a Dame return in this series. So if we get Dame back for game 6 and it's maybe a 3-2 series lead for Portland, I think he might put him away.
Dude, I can definitely see that happening. But, right now I'm focusing on the most recent game. Obviously, Trailblazers will be at home, right?
Yeah.
And then where do you think that goes? Do you think Trailblazers get another one here? Or do you think that the Spurs just sit there and get back for what happened last night?
I think the Trailblazers and the Spurs split again in this homestand for Portland. I think it does go back to San Antonio 2-2 piece. Victor Wembanyama's concussion, it's so hard to predict how long he'll be out because it's a brain injury. I just don't know what's going on there with his own head. But Hugo's very funny in the chat. Hugo, you're awesome. I think it does get knotted up at 2 apiece. I still have the Spurs winning in 6. I stand by that, but if it's not 6, it's probably 7. I just don't think Portland has enough this year to get past them, but they have looked good.
Yeah, because they during the regular season sort of thing that I had with my logic was, Wemby was out for that game, so I was like, Trailblazers got that, but Spurs just at home play out of their mind, so.
Yeah,
we'll see for sure. And then I'm excited for tonight's games. I'm going to go watch this Pistons game. And
let's get after it.
Seeing you, man.
Caden, before you go, question of the day, who's the better NFL quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence?
I mean, obviously Trevor Lawrence had in the league in the season, aside from playoffs, I feel like he did really well. But I think overall, I think just Bryce Young is a better quarterback. I mean, if Bryce Young had, I feel like a better team necessarily, he would do a lot better. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bryce Young for sure.
Caden, you are an absolute beast, bro. Thanks for liking. Thanks for all those roses today and helping out. We're going to be live again tonight because we're live every night of the postseason. So we'll talk to you soon, bro.
See you, man. God bless.
God bless. Fellas, and just like that, that is the day. TikTok people, thanks for joining. Please hit that follow button and follow Take Back with Zach. That's my main account. We're going to be live again tonight after the at the second half, at the halftime of the second game. Is when I'll go live again. So, fellas, thank you for hanging out with us and having fun. But TikTok people, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go. Before I go, YouTube folks and TikTok people, hello. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are the true diehards. I asked, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 18 people. Interesting. All right, before I go, I'm going to cook this one clip, and then I'm going to get out of here. Today on my show, where I take live sports callers, basically, I take live callers every day on my show, and today I had 18 callers. I asked every single one of the same question. I said, who do you think is a better quarterback, Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence? I asked every single one of my callers today. I had about 18 on today's show. And here are the final results. 11 people said Bryce Young. 3 people said Trevor Lawrence. I know the math doesn't work out because a bunch of people would refuse to vote for these guys and just rooted for their own quarterback and voted for their own guy, even though that was not part of the game. Bryce Young had 11 votes and Trevor Lawrence had 3 votes. I was not expecting that. If I asked the same question at the beginning of last year, I don't think Bryce Young would have gotten a single vote. Yet now, the majority of America right now is calling into my show and telling me that they think Bryce Young is a much better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I personally still think it's T-Law because of the intangibles, right? He's still got the arm. He still has the accuracy. He still has the mind. He still has the legs. He's got all of the skills that are better than Bryce Young. There's a chance this is impossible to put on a stat sheet. There's a chance Bryce Young just has that dog in him. I mean, worst analysis of all time, but is it kind of true? Like maybe. You know, both guys got to the playoffs last year and ultimately lost in round 1 in epic fashion. Like by 3 at home, both of those teams lost home playoff games to teams that were eventually, didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but Rams and whatever. I found you from the YouTuber Crispy. Yes, you did, number 1. You're the man. Oh, and you remember about the homeless guy I was talking about yesterday, so I went to get a slush today. It just so happens that the homeless guy was sitting in the 7-Eleven today. It's crazy. Ban the homeless. I didn't think that America would so quickly get off of the Trevor Lawrence trade, but this was a guy, Trevor Lawrence, that we were comparing him to Peyton Manning. We're comparing T-Law to Peyton Manning, dude, when he was coming out of the draft. This guy was supposed to be like a hope, a savior. He was supposed to take Jacksonville, and I think he's done a great job doing so. He had a really, really, really tough run of coaches there before Coach Cohen got there. Cal Raleigh scores. That's a walk-off from Josh Naylor. Seattle wins 5-4. The fact that Bryce Young won 11-3 was insane. I thought it was going to be a close vote. It was not close at all, bro. This was a Bryce Young landslide. YouTube.com. Take Back with Zach. Thank you guys for watching today's show. What is happening? My computer is absolutely blowing up right now. I'm going to blow up a hospital. That will get me banned on TikTok real fast. I used to say that all the time and I would never get in trouble. But YouTube people, I will be back in like 4 hours. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.